下扬，对的。少着急，个屁！哈哈哈！哈哈哈！
today we're 100% speedrunning Jacksmith, so we have to get all 80 achievements in the game. Now our speedrun starts with making a new game. We'll skip through the beginning cutscenes, and right away we get to the main part of this game, which is going to be making weapons. We can see this first person, they're like, hey, I want a sword. It makes us wait a second, but finally we can actually craft one of those, and it's going to be a long sword. We're going to want to put some copper in it, and we can make the copper melt faster by pushing that up and down. We'll get this thing to come. That lets us put all of that metal into the mold. It's finally going to make the sword, and then we want to hit it equally in each of its parts. So I will just keep hammering along it, and the more equally you put these hammers, the better grade the sword is going to be. So that is important. We can now do all of the making. We'll just put this stuff one by one. That looks like a good sword. We can finish it up, and we can see how we did, which that was all 100s. And that's what this game is going to be about. We'll get the next sword, and it is just the start of the game, so all these swords are going to be the same. Again, it will be copper, but as we go through, we'll get new kinds of swords, we'll get new weapons entirely, and we'll have more stuff to design them with, so they will get cooler. Oh, you also want to make sure you don't pull that too quickly. If you do, then it's going to splash around and give you a worse score. And this should be another pretty perfect one. Give me hundreds. All right, that should have been better hammering. But it doesn't really matter if it is perfect. As long as it's above 80%, that's pretty good. And now we get on to the next part of this battle, where we have to fight enemies. So we're going to have our soldiers do all of the fighting, and we can collect the stuff that gets down, like these gems. Right now, there's nothing actionable we can do for these fights, though, but that will change as we get farther in the game. And we're just going to hope that our guys can defeat as many enemies as possible, because that's how you progress in the game. Now, for the speedrun, we need to get a total of 80 different achievements, and that's a lot, but most of them will just get done as we go through the story naturally, and there will be some that I focus on, which I'll explain as we get them. But you can see in the bottom left, our swords are getting weaker. They only have a certain amount of durability, and we lose durability every time we get attacked or we do an attack. That was going to be enough to get through. We can now get an epic weapon design and some more parts, which is going to be nice. That's also going to be our first badge right there. Find a scroll with an epic weapon design. So we can check that out, see if we will have the parts for it, and I will bookmark that. We can do it later, but we don't have any iron, so we won't be able to just yet. But you do see we do now get a new type of thing. This is going to be the simple bow, and we have some bronze, which is just going to make everything a bit better. It's telling me to go back, but I don't have any more weapons to make just yet, so we're not going to do that. Still, same thing at the beginning, and now I actually can go back. We'll see that we do get our next bow person. Again, we can use some bronze for this one, and I'll focus on this bow. We can leave that one to just get made naturally, and for these bows, you want to stretch them out pretty perfectly. We can use any of these, and you'll see that sometimes they will give you special status effects. I want to save those other ones for the special bow. We're going to eventually, you'll see why in a second. That's a pretty good bow, 100 on all that stuff. You love to see it. And while we were doing that, this finished up, so now we can actually pull down all of this metal. There's going to be another person, and yeah, you can really start seeing how this gameplay loop works. It becomes really fun. We only have copper for this person, though, so I will let that go. We'll go back to the bow. We'll stretch that a couple of times, make it as good as possible, but on all the different bow stuff, it's worth it to be a little bit precise about this stuff. Obviously, we don't want to take too much time, but that will be another badge, craft 5 weapons, and there is going to be the sword. So as soon as you finish off with one thing, you get the other, and I kind of just love that progression. That was also some very good swinging on that sword. That might have been perfect. We can add some new stuff that we got just randomly. Don't want to use the hearted stuff, because the hearted stuff will be used for my special weapon I hopefully get eventually, but she likes that sword. Oh, come on. You gotta give it me 100s. You didn't have to say 99. And so now for this fight, we're gonna have both the bow person and the sword people. Of course, the bow people are gonna shoot from a bit farther away. Swords are just gonna go straight up. It doesn't really change up how they do it exactly, but it is interesting stuff. I like there being more weapons that we can make. Also, look at us in the background with our dog just on the top of the roof. He's adorable. And with our stronger weapons, we should be able to get through all 4 of these people. That is an important thing about having the stronger weapons, but they'll keep trying to use their vine attacks. And I'm pretty sure we destroyed this person. We have almost half health on all of our weapons left, so we should get through this. Now, you're not always going to get through all the monsters on every given day, because sometimes you'll just get unlucky weapons or you won't have enough metal. All the days that we can do that, I'm gonna be very happy about. You see, we almost got destroyed. Our sword person did. But our 2 bow people are gonna be able to make it to the end. They open that up. We get some new metal. We get another weapon design, and we also get the cannonball. So that's gonna be fun. But for now, we see that we have the shopkeeper. He's gonna tell us he can sell us stuff for gems, and we will be using him later. I'm just not too worried about him just yet, because we do need to get some stuff for gems, but that's gonna be crystal. We don't have that. And actually, we can go and check. He has no iron yet, so I'm not gonna worry about you, man. Instead, I will focus on a badge we need this time. So if we look over here, we can do a day where all we get is bronze stuff. So I actually will go over here and buy some bronze from him, and we'll just focus on making all of our weapons out of bronze, because that is gonna be an achievement. By the way, sometimes I'm gonna say badge, sometimes I'll say achievement. They mean the same thing. And here is another bow person. I love seeing bows. We'll put that bronze in there, work on this other one while that's happening, get just some regular weapon stuff. I really can't wait till we can make one of the special weapons. That is going to be fun. But for now, they just get something. Stretching is so hard to do perfectly, but one day I'll do it. Oh, and it looks like it's gonna be a 3 bow type of day. That is going to be an interesting attack formation. 100 for that. At least this person appreciates my bows. You know, not everyone appreciates how good I am at stretching out bows, but some people do, and I really like those guys, and only those guys. That's also gonna be craft any 5 weapons using bronze, and is gonna be batch of bronze, which is where you craft all your weapons out of bronze in a given day. Now, I'm also gonna have these cannonballs, so we can use these whenever we want. They do need to recharge, but it's something more actionable for us to do during fights, so I like it. And yeah, we'll just go through, destroy all these people with this. I will also want to focus. There is an achievement for getting like 10 kills with a cannonball specifically, so we can try to focus that. One more shot, and okay, I was trying to aim that, not my best aim, but I will see if I can get any cannonball kills. I do want to beat the level first, though, and eventually we will get those cannonball kills, so it's not the biggest deal. And you can also even use them before you even see the enemy on screen, like I did there. He's already damaged as we come up to him. The spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. All right, that's like 1 out of 10. So I will just be slowly focusing on that as we go through. It's especially easy to get earlier on in the game. Spider is just spider is just slowly focusing on that as we go through. Slowly focusing on that. Spider is just there. Come on. Spider is just there. Slowly focusing on that as the cannonball kill. The cannonball kill. All right. The cannonball kill. All right, that's like there. He's already spider is Spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. Spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. Spider is just there. Come on. Spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. All right. Spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. All right. That's like 1 out of 10. So I will just be slowly focusing on that as we go through. It's especially easy to get earlier on. Spider is just there. Come on. Oh, I think that was a cannonball kill. All right. That's like 1 out of 10. So I will just be slowly focusing on that as we go through. It's especially easy to get earlier on in the game before the enemies get a lot stronger. But pretty perfect day so far. I cannot complain. And we also get the double axe as our new weapon. Looking at this, we can also make the charm blade. I'm going to heart that. And we can make the bow. So we can make 2 special weapons. And it's time to show you exactly what those do. But before that, we got this new weapon, which is going to be the double axe. Starts just like usual, where you just put it in here. And I will use copper because I want to make sure I have all the materials for my special weapons. We need to make, I believe, 20 of those for a badge. So there's something nice to focus on. And this is going to be one of them. I can check my designs. This is going to be a bronze longsword. So we can put some bronze in there. We'll come back to you later. I will try to set this up. This time it does give you all of these places where you want to put stuff. It won't always. And I kind of don't like them there. It's easier to do when they're not there. But we just go by one, try to have them as perfectly placed as possible. And that's a pretty good sword. Or not sword, whatever it is. A double axe. Like, there's a lot to focus on in this game. But we make that. Please be a bow person. All right, I want a bow. I want to make my other thing too. But that does mean we can use some bronze because I know we won't have to worry about that for now. Just go beating up this sword. I try to be as precise as I can while also going fast. And now we can see that the things we need are going to be hearted since we bookmarked this. I actually don't know which one though. GE36. All right, just have to make sure. It's usually the second one of any given weapon that you want to do. But you'll see that's going to be an epic weapon. It gives us some extra stats, so it makes like everybody in your party better. And whenever we can do them, it's just worth it to do them because especially we won't need them for the achievement eventually. But these guys, double axes, are pretty much just crafting them. There's no hammering or anything involved. So I craft them. I place the thing in there. Bag over here. Got no bow people this time, but we do have the really good sword. So I'm pretty confident in beating these, at least fairly confident. And we got these huge bees. Imagine seeing one of those bees as you're just walking through. I would be terrified. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that is gonna be a kill though. Yeah, you don't get that kill. That's my kill. You know, I'm doing work too, just from the safety of my cart. And I don't think we actually win this one, which is fine. Like I said, sometimes there are going to be these fights which you don't win, and it isn't gonna be that big of a deal because we still are making progress to the end. Still, the guys did do some pretty good work before their weapons broke, but we have traveled to Cinder Springs, which is gonna be a new area, and we get a new guy named the Pig Roast. And now you'll see on the bottom left over here, some of the enemies are gonna have fire on them. And that's important because that means if we use a weapon that has fire damage, it will do extra damage to them. So I can also look in the shop, get a couple of things which will have fire damage. And yeah, this is just gonna be a fun additional kind of thing to worry about. Trying to give fire damage to all your weapons. I'm pretty sure swords naturally have fire damage, so we don't have to worry about it for them. But for the double axe, if we can add it, we do want to. But we can use this other stuff, which just does extra damage in general if we ever find that. And there is also going to be a bow. I will get you, buddy. Make you with your simple bow. We can do that out of iron, which is nice, so we can make our special weapon. And there's also gonna be these health ones. I don't think I want to use my fire guy because, like I said, this should do fire by itself. We will give you some extra hearts though. That's just gonna be extra health for him. He's happy with that. Besides hammering and handle, those are always hard to get 100% done. And we're actually getting 4 people today, so the amount of people that we will have to make weapons for will increase as we go through. Just something to worry about. And now there's just a lot of multitasking to go on. The most important thing though is just making sure we don't overcook the metal. This should be our special bow now. You will see it's gonna look pretty cool once it comes together. We'll just go for all the stuff that is start. Those are gonna be too perfect. That's gonna be another epic weapon. Our dude's loving it. All those hundreds. And now for this double axe, I'll give them some extra health. We'll give them some fire damage too. So that is going to be nice. We'll give them that stuff. Just barely missed the placing on that. Weird looking axe, I won't lie, but he likes it, so can't complain. And last weapon's gonna be right there for the day. You will also see on the bottom, we are slowly increasing our weapons over to the bronze rank. That gives them more elemental attacking things, so it makes them better for different people on different days. And it will be very important because we want to get 9 weapons up to gold rank over the course of this run. That's gonna take a very long time, but it is something to focus on. Now you will see we do have these fire enemies. So these are the special one with an element, and anyone who does have a fire attack, you'll see in the bottom, their health thing kind of lights up a little bit, and it tells you that we did a super effective attack on them. It's going to do more damage. So that's why it's important to have that. That, and there is an achievement for using all their different weaknesses against them. A couple of things we got to worry about. But for this day, we're absolutely decimating these people with the fire resistances and everything like that. It just isn't even a problem. We get to see what's in the chest. That looks nice to me. And that's going to be the new weapon, pointed shield. So another new person to give stuff to. I know right away the first person is going to be a shield, so I might as well make it. We can also check designs for double. That's going to be iron double axe. Okay, good to know. But we're more focusing on the shield right now. There probably will be somebody who shows up as I am working on this, like it always happens for this game. Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be another shield. For the shields, I'm actually going to focus on making them out of bronze and copper today. And that's because I want to save my iron for another achievement we're going to have to get. And for these shields, what you have to do is paint them. Now, what I found is the most consistent way to paint them is just go up and down over and over again. Then you can go through. We want to place this. It wants to be a little bit farther down than you might think. I think that was a bit too much though. Still almost all hundreds. And we get our next shield before it finishes all of its smelting. It's funny you have to paint these, like it affects how they're made at all. I mean, I guess it affects the morale of everybody, and that time it will actually be perfect. Also, it looks like these already do fire damage as well. So a great spot for this, especially because there's so many fire fire people. And I guess we're going with all shields this time. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'm not sure if it's the greatest offensive formation you can do, but I mean, I'm not the warrior. They are. Okay, finally we have a double axe. At least somebody wants to try something different. I'll make that one out of bronze. We will do the iron one later. Like I said, we're trying to save up our iron. That's perfect construction. We love to see that. And for our last person, I honestly don't expect this day to go great, but we did get 100% forging score on 20 weapons. Another badge. But yeah, the all shield tactics is definitely an interesting idea. At least we should be super effective on all the fire people, which is going to be a lot of them. So I'll take that. I gotta believe in my people. You know, I made these weapons. I put my heart and soul into this, and look how much damage they're doing. It's at least something. I mean, this very much might be possible to win this. I'm just not going to keep my hopes up too high. We got to get through this person. They are going to be a fire. Hit them with one of those. Some of my shields are starting to break. I think we only get through one more person for today. Yeah, there goes our first person breaking their shield. Please hit them. No, don't die. Very adequate day, but this next day should be a lot better. Still, it is going to make progress, and now we get a new enemy. This is going to be the river hoof. And then I will look over at the shop. I'm going to go ahead and buy some iron to make sure we can do that. And we also have water enemies, so I'm going to buy a couple of water things. That way we can make some special weapons for that. But this is going to be our whole iron day. We can focus on that. Who are you going to be? You're going to want a sword. I got a really cool sword I'm going to make you, buddy. But we'll do shield first. This is going to be kind of a clean looking shield. The white paint on the iron. I kind of like that. I wish we had something better than that bronze thing on the front, but I mean, I'm still enjoying that one. Yeah, perfect. All right. And for sword, we're going to use this absolute monster. I love that thing so much, but that's going to give us extra water damage. This swordsman in general is just going to be insane. He's got so much good stuff on his sword. And then we can also have the special axe for this guy. I just have to go with all of these that have their star. I'm going to try to make it perfect too. That is a nice looking axe right there. You know this one's going to go crazy. And we also have one more of these iron swords, which that's going to give us matching set. Craft all weapons out of iron on a single day. Just really good to get those things out of the way early, like as early as you can, because we are going to get better materials as we go on, and we want to use those better materials as we get them. No doubt we make it to the end of this day. We just have insane weapons. We have epic weapons today. We're just going to go crazy. That's also going to be Batty Basher. Defeat 30 enemies. Also, we get our first water enemies. Now, I made sure I had a lot of different water stuff, or at least as much as I could. And boom, hit him with a cannonball. You always love to see that to finish him off. Look how big this dude is. You already know that we just need tons of water damage, but we have plenty of health for all of our people, so I'm not too worried about it. They should be able to finish out. Hopefully I finished out with the cannonball instead of that person doing his attack. I'm not gonna lie, it is a fun mini game to worry about, but that is gonna be kill all enemies on the trail on 5 different days. I'll take that. And that's gonna be the new weapon, the Gladius. Now that's gonna be a new kind of sword we get, and it will be interesting. We also get the frozen arrow as a new guy, but this guy's gonna ask for a sword, and you can use the Gladius if you want. I think I will this first time. Only gonna use iron because we want to save our steel. And the Gladius is just gonna have different stats than the regular sword. Both of them will be good, but it's just about using the right one in each situation. It's gonna be curved, so it's kind of interesting to hit right there. And I will want some extra fire and some extra water damage. So let me check in the shop really quick. There's gonna be a couple things for that. Pretty cool sword we just made. He's gonna like it, at least as much as he can. And then with this battle axe, I'll make sure I give it its water features. We'll also make it stronger with that guy and a fire feature. This thing altogether is just gonna be a beast. One of the weirdest looking battle axes you've ever seen, but it is a beast. And overall, I think this is a pretty good amount of weapons we got. But we do have 6 enemies today, so we'll see if our boys actually can get through this. We should have a fair amount with fire damage though. Yeah, this first dude is kind of getting destroyed. I should not have been worried at all. We are just decimating through these people. I guess there's more people to come, and especially we got the harder enemies, but I think we got this. This is the boys. How much water damage do we have? All right, we got a couple people doing water damage. Then we're back to the fire people, and you already know we got plenty of people working on that. And let's attack 10 fire enemies with fire boosted attacks, so I will take that. And do we defeat this last water enemy? Honestly, I don't. Yeah, no, we did not. We tried though. We did our very best job. That's all you can really ask of us. Yeah, he's going to run away to his mom. But now I can say for these weapons, you can see on the sword that one's better on fire, one's better on water, so you can choose which one you want. I mostly want to focus on getting the regular sword up to bronze rank for right now though, so I will kind of focus that, at least sort of. A nice thing too is we can always just add in the water damage. So like right here, I put that on, and yeah, now it doesn't make a difference which one I chose. I mean, maybe it does make a tiny difference, but that's also gonna be crafted swords. And another sword, I guess for you, I will give you a Gladius, buddy, because we do want some extra water. There are gonna be 3 water enemies today, so that is something to focus on. I just wish that hammering these made a little bit more sense with the curved shape of it. It's just hard to get the perfect hammers. Ooh, and I can also add some fire damage to you. Don't mind if I do. And that'll be everything for this next day. We close down our shop like usual. But all right, can we actually make it through the enemies this time around? This first person should be pretty easy. But then we get onto the 3 water enemies in a row. Now I gave my guys pretty good water damage, as you can see as us decimating through that slug. And also loot collector, pick up 50 weapon parts. Okay. Our double axe is getting a little weak at this point, especially because we had to make it out of bronze, which is not exactly what I want. Ooh, but that is gonna be ore forager. There's just always so many achievements you randomly get. I mean, there are 80 in the game, so obviously that's going to happen. But can we somehow make it through this last fire enemy? This guy's a beast. You can see, but we got a ton of fire going for us. Only our sword people left though. Yeah, this is not gonna happen probably. I mean, we'll try. We will try. Yeah, they're running away. They're going. They're going. New cannonball though. Finally, we get the fire bomb. As long as you get a new unlock, you know things went pretty well. Equal mixture of water and fire. A little bit more water. We might as well make our first weapon a Gladius. And I keep wanting to save up my steel because I'm trying to get the achievement where you make everything out of steel. I don't want to use too much of it yet. Another sword, and for this one, we'll actually do fire. So that's where some of the gameplay comes in. Figuring out which person you want to focus on what. That is going to be Iron Age. Craft any 10 weapons using iron. And we also get our next type of bomb or cannonball, I guess. Because now we have the fire one, and this thing goes absolutely insane. So it tells us we got 2 types of cannonballs. You can the firebomb, which deals extra damage over time. So whenever I use it, you see that enemy gets covered in fire, and yeah, it just helps with a ton of damage. We also got an achievement there. I think it was for picking up gems. But the firebomb is going to be so helpful, and as we get more cannonballs, more things are just going to be even more helpful. It does take a lot longer to recharge, though, so you do want to use it in smart locations. Like, I want to use it on this guy. He's going to get extra fire damage on him, and yeah, that just does so much. And this new ability should allow us to defeat more enemies each day. At least I thought. Like, there's going to be this last guy. We can start him with a firebomb. That's going to do some damage over time. We die to one of those people. We get the water weapons achievement. We're waiting out for this guy to just get defeated. Finish him off with a cannonball. All right, not quite. Please finish him off. That was such a close fight. We literally only survived with a single person. That's insane.
Oh, that's not
a fight of all time. I'll take it. And 3 different weapon designs for swords. And we also get the sped up. I don't think that's how you say it. Please don't get mad at me. Anyways, we get the shadow sword, so we can't make that. I will go ahead and save it. And we can also purchase some steel in the shop, which I'm going to do because I think this should be an all steel day. Which we start out with this pike. I'm just going to call them pikes. That's a much better idea for me, actually. Get the word right. But same exact process where we just make it in the smelter. Pour our stuff carefully, not too fast. Oh, we can also now make our shadow bow, I believe. Oh, I want to do the whole steel day. Okay, we can't make it yet. We got to make this out of steel just so I can continue on. But anyways, as I was saying with this, it's like with the swords where you have to hammer. What I found is the most consistent way to get all the hammering is doing something like that. Then we can just give it its different stuff. And this thing is so long. So there's so many different things you want to put on this. It's just one after the other. Now we got the one stick. We're running out of things. We can give it a little bit of fire damage. Might as well. And yeah, that thing is gigantic. But good for you. I'm sure you're going to love it. And there will be a sword. I'm pretty sure this is going to be our shadow sword. It looks like it needs to be a gladius. So we can give that a steel. Or wait, was shadow sword steel? No, it was iron. Whatever. We're just going to go with the iron day. We'll worry about that stuff later. Wait, was the bow steel then? Yeah, it was. Okay, so this will work. One day my memory will get better. I like what I have to do. But this is going to be a really cool bow. You can see it's got like this ice stuff. It's got the butterfly at the end. This thing is insane. That's 100 on everything too. We love it. And finish out with a shield. We should have enough to give us the all steel day. Oh, there's actually going to be a 5th person today too. They keep adding more and more people every day, or at least until we get 6. But I don't mind it. It's just more stuff to do for me, and we should have more than enough steel for it. It is kind of hard to see where I am hitting on this sword though, and making sure I hit the whole thing. But I think that was pretty good. And our 5th person for the day is going to want a bow. Pretty simple stuff to finish out this guy. Ooh, we do have yellow paint though. That's going to look interesting. I like that bright yellow. I won't lie. I feel like that's a good thing to go into the fight with. And bow goater, craft 10 bows. Another one we're just naturally going to get. Also, craft all weapons out of steel in a single day. That's steel set. It's just nice to get those ones so I don't have to think about them later. But I'm just guessing this fight is going to be decimation. We just 3-shot that person. It's over for them. Yeah, not exactly what I would call a difficult fighting day with all of our health still there. Like we have so much, but it definitely was a fighting day. You know, we fought and cleared the trail without breaking any weapons. And we also traveled to Alpine Ridge, which is going to be some new enemies. Let's see what our new design is though. First, we can make that. It's going to be a crystal weapon. Love that. Well, love it as soon as we can actually make it. But I do want to save my crystals for that weapon. So for this first pike, we'll just keep with some cheaper metals. And now we actually can make the crystal. You can see for that double axe, guess how long it's going to need to be in the smelter for? It's a while. But that gives us plenty of time to work on other stuff. So I mean, it'll be done eventually. And this one is going to be an absolute beauty. The person who gets this weapon is very lucky. Look at that beautiful diamond color right there. Go place that stuff. The top of it was behind it. That was a little weird. And then we just make sure that we give it all of its stuff. It's going to be this water one on the end. Unfortunately, there's no water people, but we got to make the weapon, get that extra stuff for all the people, and perfect on everything. And now we have our new ice enemies, or at least we will as soon as we deal with all the fire ones. But they're not too different from the other guys, just going to be allergic to ice stuff. So we can go ahead. You'll see we're doing all that extra damage. You love to see that. And this day in general is just a good mixture between fire and ice, which is nice for me because I have both those things. This will be a little close at the end. Do we defeat them? Okay. And we also get finishing blow, which is when you finish off 10 enemies with the cannonball. That's nice because I no longer have to worry about it. But that was a lot closer of a fight than I thought it would be. Thankfully, we had our epic one. And we get the new one, the wing bow, a new type of bow, which we get the bow person right away. And the wing bow, it does rock damage. I'm just going to show it off if you show it off. We don't really need it right now. And yeah, it's just a different type of bow. This one's kind of weird to string, but you want to make that as even as possible. Give it a tiny bit of fire damage. The bows in general, they really don't change too much, but I mean, it looks pretty different. You got to give it that. But we will see that there is a huge amount of enemies on this one. It is nice, though, not having to worry about getting the finishing blow with cannonballs, so I can just use them whenever. I was trying to be strategic. Now I can just play and hope things go well. We won't get through the full day for this one, though, it looks like, which is fine. We were almost there. It's just this guy was too gigantic for us. For this next day, though, I will go ahead and make a special steel longsword. This one you can already tell is going to look crazy. Just looks so good. +6 for all soldiers. And we get 100% handle score on any 20 weapons. So good timing for that. And yeah, this day seems not to be a problem as long as we all die here. I might have said that a little bit too soon. I think everybody does have more than enough health, though, to finish off this dude. Yeah, we are good. Having an epic weapon is just always going to be so much more helpful. It just adds to everybody's stats and makes everybody better. And that's 3 different weapon designs for both. So another cool thing. We also now have the rock type of person. This is going to be a steel wing bow. And I'll also get an extra rock thing there from the shop. It's always nice to just check back on the shop, see if there's anything else we can do. But this man, gonna have that rock ability. Going to have this thing on the front. That just looks painful. And also this thing. This entire design is just a piece. It is insane. And we are getting a lot of arrow people today, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. Just pretty simple making for the rest of them, though. Oh, also fill mold star meter. Oh yeah, we just got our first fill mold. Okay, so basically what that is getting our weapon up to bronze rank. Like I said at the bottom, you can see right now it's just on first rank. We just got it up to bronze, and as you do that, they will get more powerful, and we need to get 9 of our weapons up to gold rank by the end. In general, I will also really focus on getting everything to bronze rank first. That way they're easier to get up to gold rank later. Don't worry, I have a whole plan for this. It'll just happen when it happens. And craft 10 shields, shield forger, that's who I be. But it's a whole day for fire enemies and rock enemies. I think we got pretty good coverage for both of them in general, but we do only have shields and bows. Very interesting group of people that are working together. But this is our first rock enemy, and yeah, you just need rock things. And I think this is only an almost win type of day. I don't think we fully get there, especially with how gigantic this man is. Just takes out 2 of my people right there. I mean, it could be possible, just barely. Oh, we were so close. I'll get my revenge on you one day. This is probably good as time as any, though, to focus on gold weapons and get that achievement. So that's all I'm gonna do for this one. Which the gold, by the way, gives you some clean looking weapons. She's loving that gold stuff. Ooh, also get 100% arrow score on any 20 bows. Don't mind if I do. And no, we just miscalculated our amount of gold. I mean, not the biggest deal. It is what it is, but we could have got to the achievement there. I just don't have enough gold, and also they're not selling it in the shop yet. I mean, we'll get the achievement eventually, but I should have just waited one more day. What am I doing? That is at least craft any 15 weapons using steel. That's something. You know, a nice consolation prize after using up all my gold. All right, we better destroy all these enemies. You know, it looks like we will be destroying all these enemies, but it is a lot closer than you would have thought for the amount of gold weapons I have. We almost have everybody dead. I mean, they're all still alive, so I shouldn't complain. That's just gonna lower morale. That would not be a good idea. Does also give us find 10 epic weapon designs, and we get the pegs made. I don't like making this one. It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it starts out normal. We love making it at the beginning, but then what we have to do is place all of these in fairly precise places. And since I'm speedrunning, I'm trying to do this pretty fast. But there's just so many of these guys to place all around. At least it gives us a map of where to do it. But I just go through, it's just like one after the other, especially when you have to do multiple of these in one day. At least we give it a cool bone attachment. I mean, I like that. And I mean, I like it. I like how it turns out. That's only 97%. I tried my best. New weapons, you know, we'll get used to it. Now we have to make this special one. And this one is always kind of confusing because it has so many parts. So we want to start with 35, right? Yeah, we start with this 35 one. Then we go to GP3. Next up is SP9. Then we have GP4. We got SP79. I just keep checking my map. And then it has to be this one at the end. But that one is confusing. That is one confusing epic weapon. At least it turned out perfect. But can we get 2 big wins in a row? We have a diamond weapon this time, so you would hope so. But we also have how many enemies even is that? 8. These enemies just keep going up more and more. I also want to keep making sure I use the elemental differences on these different enemies because there are just all kinds of achievements for beating their weaknesses. We already got the fire one, I believe. But I don't think we have any of the others just yet. I don't exactly know. I just try to focus on getting weaknesses. Definitely want that before we beat the final boss. That's my main goal. And it was another day where I worried a lot too much. Like, this was so easy to beat everybody. I think having the diamond weapon especially helps. Just everybody working together. And new cannonball, repair bomb. Finally, I love the repair bomb. Literally one of the nicest things in the game to get. And we have our next new special bow. We got that electricity. We got the star. That's going to be a beautiful thing as it murders people. And we got the feather on the back. Nice new epic weapon. I just like showing off the epic weapons. They're fun. But okay, heal bomb time. So it does take a little bit larger to charge up like they all do. But what it does, all it does is heal our troops. And that is so nice because you can use it multiple times throughout the battle. And it just gives them a little bit of extra hit points, which really make a difference for a lot of these fights. So like right here, I just use it. They're healed back up. They're probably going to be able to make it to the end of this fight. Literally, we're going to beat this fight with everybody almost having half their health still. So heal bomb, my favorite thing. It's just so good because that means we're just going to get more epic weapons, which of course is important for achievements and it's just nice. Ooh, this one's the sea sword. I like this one. It's such a pretty sword. I won't make the same mistake though. I will wait on gold. We'll wait to get the sea sword. I'll let you know when we finally can. Yeah, so with these heal bombs, this game becomes so much less of a problem. Like, we still have so much health. Those guys get destroyed. I don't even have the best weapons in the world. They're just pretty adequate. And we also get the new weapon, the broad axe, which yeah, pretty much just a different type of axe. Does some different things. We still want to wait on that gold a tiny bit, I think. But this one is more focused on ice enemies, so that's what we should use it for. I mean, I guess there's only one ice enemy this time, but you got to show off the new weapon, you know? We just got it. So this guy, again, is just going to be making it. We just put each of those places in there, put that guy up at the top. It's a very interesting looking weapon. I won't lie about that. Do we have any fire things? Let me check the shop. Yeah, we should probably get it a fire. That way, at least it's also affecting that. And yeah, pretty cool weapon. Not too much different from our first one and how we handle it. And 100 on our very first one too. Ooh, that is not, I'm actually going to scrap that shield. That one just did terribly. We can make our special bow now though. Yeah, the stone piercer. That's going to be a crystal one. And this bow is going to be an absolute beast. It's got that first. It's got whatever this thing is. That looks terrifying. And also the end looks like a good one. Is going to have plus rock for all of our enemies. I guess we don't really need plus rock, but that will be craft 10 different epic weapons. That's also repair your troops weapons 10 times with your repair bomb. That one's so easy to get. It's not even a problem. Like, why would I not repair them whenever I have the opportunity? It just feels like a no-brainer. And yet another winning day because of our repair bomb. I always love it so much. Will we get anything new? It looks like not anything is exactly new, but we will get the patchwork pike, which is going to be made out of steel. Okay, but today is the day to focus on getting all of our gold weapons, so we're not going to worry about that one. Hopefully we get someone who wants a sword though. I want to make that C one. That is going to unlock us a better attribute for the double axe. Now it automatically has fire and a sword. Let's go. This one's going to be a gold gladius and get 100% construction on any 20 axes, shields, or maces. And thankfully, okay, I was a little worried I wasn't gonna have enough gold for that, and I was just going to be like, no, not again, but it actually works out. Now we can make our sea sword, which I just think this design is so cool. It's got that first. It is the top grip. It is gonna be that purple one. I was a little confused because there's the blue one as well. And this one obviously is more for water enemies, but even now, I just love it. It looks so good. And craft 10 pikes before we finish out with this super cool looking shield. I love that one, I won't lie. And it's also gonna unlock some electricity abilities and golden gear. Craft all your weapons out of gold in a single day. All we gotta do left is the diamond one for those types of achievements. A smarter person might wait to craft something like the sea sword until they're actually water enemies, but for me, it just makes more sense for me to focus on the achievements. Because the more achievements I get the earlier on, the better it's going to be for my mental. I'm going to be here for a very long time. There's just a lot to do. But that's attack 15 stone enemies with stone boosted weapons. And this one's going to be a little bit closer than I would have wanted, especially with this huge fire guy. But I think I have a lot of people with fire attacks. So as long as he doesn't hit us again, yeah, we are more than good. Give him a little bit of extra health for the road. And I just love making this much progress every single day. It's a great feeling. And 3 different weapon designs for axes. Also, we get Breeze Bomb, which that guy is going to unlock us the Boneyard Dunes. And it's also going to unlock a new type of enemy. Our new type of enemy is going to be wind enemies. So look if we have anything for that. We have a shield. We have this pole we can get. So there's a couple of things. But the wind enemies are going to be on the end. We also have to deal with the fire and water. But double axe already, automatically, it deals with both wind and fire. So it's an absolutely insane thing to get. Definitely should get it at the beginning. But I do also want to make my special axe, so I will make the Luckbringer too. Oh, I didn't use the right metal for this guy. I was trying to make a specific axe, and then it needs to be bronze. Well, it needs to be bronze. Oh, we also get a 6-person now, so that is interesting. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to wait in line. Give me 1 second. Got a lot of people I'm working on right now. And I will not lie, I kind of overcooked this just a tiny bit. Still a nice looking weapon. That is 62% forging. Let's just not talk about it. Look, I just need to make the epic weapons. They don't need to be good epic weapons. Was this my greatest crafting day of all time? No, it definitely wasn't, but it was a day. Maybe we can still make it through the full day. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. We got all the boys. We do have an epic weapon, you know, that at least counts for something, but we'll go for this fire guy first. He's taking a lot of hits. Yeah, we have 9 enemies today. We're not beating every single one of them, but we won't beat a lot. It's also crazy only being about 2 hours into this game right now. I mean, we've made some pretty good progress, but there's so much of this game left to go. Got our wind enemies to finish off. I think I have a fair amount of wind attacks. Yeah, we're doing our right amount, and we might actually win this. We lost one of our people right away. I'm pretty sure that was the person with the really cracked and messed up thing. My bad, man. All right, I tried. I don't even know what this dude is trying to throw at us, but it looks like it's not going to work too well. Like, we're kind of destroying him. Yeah, that, I'm very surprised I just won that day. I am very surprised. I mean, not everybody survives, but most of us survived. That's a win. And that is also a new round shield. All right, different type of shield. New design 2 is going to be the Durablade. I'll make sure I bookmark that. This is a big water and ice day. So we get, firstly, this. We don't really need to use the round shield, but it's not like the other shield is much better. So we might as well start using it just because we can. And we can start giving it some progress because we got to get so many things to gold. It is a slightly different way to paint it. And I started out kind of terrible with it, but I like painting the other shield a bit better. Still pretty good. This shield's actually going to be pretty good. You're welcome, person, for the 100% and everything. Defeat 150 enemies. That's Monster Slayer. And also attack 15 ice enemies with ice boosted weapons. I'm pretty sure all of those types of achievements also just kind of come naturally. I don't think it's possible to miss them as long as you're playing fairly well. But I at least want to have them on my mind. I don't want to miss them and then just end up losing a ton of time for no reason. And do we defeat this guy? It looks like we very much do. We are on a win streak right now. We have made it through so many days in a row. Also, Mace Maker, craft 10 maces. This could actually be our first loss or like full day loss in a long time. I don't know if we're beating this guy. Yeah, he takes out a lot of people there. We have a heal bomb coming, but it might not be soon enough. Come on. Oh, we just barely take him out. When will we lose? And that means we now have electricity people to attack, which is great for the pointed shield. We might as well use that. I don't think I want to use my crystal just yet. I'll save crystal because I do want to get the full crystal day. So we might as well wait at least a little bit longer till there. But we can get this luck beater. That's going to be copper. We're actually using copper for once. It's been so long since we've used that. It has such a quick smelt time too. Like you get through everything so insanely fast. Will be interesting to see how it fares because you would think it just dies right away, but maybe it has some sort of mystical powers. I do like the look of it though. Like the copper mace kind of has a sleek look. But I guess we're doing full luck attachments for this, so that's probably why. And it looks like we're doing 3 different lucky weapons or epic weapons at the same time. So this is going to be an insane day. Ooh, also get 100% painting score on any 20 shields. And is this going to be 4 actually? Okay, we don't have enough gold for this one. That's fine. I don't think we need 4 epic weapons for one day. I think we're going to be good enough. But we have this sword first of all. So we got that guy. We got one of those. And then we got the star on the end. That's going to be plus health for all the soldiers. I really like that one. It's for one day. I think we're going to be good enough. But we have this sword for star on the end. 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 That's going to be plus health for all the soldiers. I really like that one. Next epic weapon is one with way too much stuff. Pikes in general are just such a confusing thing to make because there's just so many different parts of it. But I mean, that looks nice. Some more luck for all of our people. And also get 100% hammering score on 20 swords or pikes. I've been waiting for that one. But for our last special little weapon, we got this double axe. It's going to be some red stuff and of course the heart at the end. So yeah, that is 3. Wait, I guess I messed that one up. I don't know what I messed up there. I put on one of the wrong things, but you know what? Whatever. That just means we could use it later. I have so much confidence in our guys to win this. I won't lie. I don't think it even will be a problem. It looks like the one bronze weapon we did, or whatever the weakest thing is, it looks like that's kind of holding its own too. It's a little bit weaker than the rest, but it's not doing too terrible. I guess it's just part of being an epic weapon. You in general are going to be pretty good. Yep, there he goes. All right, he lasted pretty long, the full weapon he had. Will this be the end of our winning streak though? Please no. You guys can survive. We got the electricity enemies. We've got a couple people who have abilities against electricity, so it's not too bad. This dude, absolutely gigantic. I don't know if we're beating him. I mean, no, actually we should. This is too hard. I'm always not too confident in all my people's abilities, but time after time, they just completely win for me. I need to be more confident in them. That's a me problem. And with that, new design design, finally a shield design, and it's gonna be crystal, which is perfect because this is the time where I actually want to do crystal stuff. I think we should have more than enough crystal to get us through 6 people. If we don't, I'm gonna be really disappointed, but I think we should be good. It also depends because different weapons use a different amount of stuff. Like for this one, it's gonna only use 8 crystal, while the shields, they use like 16. So you just gotta hope that you get good luck and that everything just works out. But if we do a full crystal day, it's gonna be absolutely awesome because that is so much extra health and fighting ability. Like obviously we're gonna win that day. It won't even be a problem. No sea creatures for the shield though, which would have been nice. Still though, perfect shield completely. So all crystal day is gonna be a success on making them. Of course we get unstoppable, and yeah, we are gonna be unstoppable with this stuff. I feel bad for our enemies today. Let's see how long it takes to take out the first enemy. Okay, he's taking a couple hits. All right, maybe it's not that indestructible, but we have so much health still. And now I won't have to worry about saving any of my materials. We can just use whatever material is best for the job, and that's also gonna be exterminator. Kill all enemies on a trail 20 different days. Also, unlock all types of swords. We got a new one, and we might as well use it as our very first thing. You know me, gotta show them all. And for this one, how you swing it is obviously you're just supposed to go down this blade instead of worrying about the other side at all. Pretty cool guy. I love the design of it, I won't lie. This last axe will be another epic weapon though, so we put that guy in, give it the electricity, which we won't be using at this fight at all, but you know, looks nice. Soon we will get all the epic weapons we need and then finally be done with that achievement. I mean, I'm still gonna make them afterwards. They still are fun to make, but there's just so many you do have to make for 100% of this game. Still though, we have way too overpowered people for this fight. I mean, even now, they have, what is that, 10 people that we have to face off against, and it's still not even a problem. Another easy win, and we get 3 different weapon designs for our pikes, and also the electric bomb. Electric bomb going to be sick, and also this weapon, also sick. Craft any 20 weapons using gold. That's also unlock bronze element boost on 5 different weapons. So we're making our way. We also have the electric bomb now. So that's just gonna do another bomb effect and just electrocute them. Not too much to say about it. But I will always take another bomb because it's just another way I have to do damage and more actual interaction for me during these fights, rather than just moving my mouse around, which is most of my interaction for these fights. This one will be a close one though, depending on if we're able to win it. We got a couple of our maces which are almost dying, or I guess one of our maces. We got this big bird. He's doing big bird things, but we got all the boys. We can use some extra health for them, and yeah, just destroy it. One day I'm gonna lose this win streak, but that day is not gonna be today, or anytime if I can really help it. And new epic weapons gonna be right here. Still don't have any electric people to actually use it on, but it's cool. And we also have this really cool pike, which means we gotta go back and forth again to make sure I'm actually putting on the right stuff, but it looks like that should be good. I love the design of this one too. Just looks so nice, and we're actually gonna be able to use it because there are ice enemies this time. Another one day. I don't think this streak is ever gonna end at this point. And we get the new weapon of the trident, and we'll also, I do want to check the map, see how close we are to the next boss. Okay, so we're like pretty close. I don't think we need to do too well today. I don't have to focus too much on my craftsmanship, but I will make this trident first. This one, I forget exactly how to do it. Okay, so it's that. You have to focus on those, and yeah, I could have done that a bit better. My next trident will be better. I've been playing this for a while, okay? My brain is all over the place. Good time to kind of fail at it. Let's see, hammering, 85%, that's still not bad. For this mace, I wonder how bad I can construct it for it still to be, all right, this is actually working out. You know, this is not that bad. I'm going like super fast on this. I guess I'm still trying to be a little bit precise with it, but maybe I should just do that all the time. That was still 95 construction. I need to be less precise, I guess. Even though I said we could have done a little bit worse, I think this is still going to be way more than good enough. I think we're still one-shotting everybody. It's just when you're in the constant vibe of just going back and forth, doing some smelting, doing some battling. It's interesting. I don't think this game is meant to be played for however many hours straight I'm going to be playing it for. Yeah, we still absolutely destroyed everybody. Maybe I had to throw even more. That will give us travel to Evershade Forest, though. Brand new place with the Timbercast. And also looking at designs, we finally got another shield one. I'll definitely bookmark that. Now there will actually be grass enemies, so I will want to get a couple of grass things. Now for our next epic shield, I kind of kept it in the smelter just for like a second too long, but still should be a pretty good one. We'll give it some nice black paint. We give it the hammer on the front. At least that's perfect. And gives us some more stuff. Oh, also that's going to be boosted builder. Craft 20 epic weapons. Now our big new enemies that we're going to get for the forest are going to be these grass guys. This guy with the gigantic trident immediately just murders one of my dudes, but that's fine because we should be able to finish off both of them just with these people, which I will definitely take that. Keeping the win streak going, even in a brand new place. My people cannot be stopped. And that's also craft 25 weapons using crystal. We've been using a lot of crystal lately. Pretty much anytime we do have crystal, we will want to use it. And did lose someone this time around, but still got the win. That is going to be unlock all types of bows. Now we got the curled bow. You know I always got to show off the new things, so we're starting with a crystal curled bow right at the beginning. This one, not too different from the other ones. I mean, just like usual, we're just going to kind of move it up. We'll give it some ice protection, a bomb on the literal end of it, because why not murder people beyond recognition? And yeah, all the bows are pretty similar, but it's a cool new one. Oh, also, by the way, for this trident, how you do this one is you just go, you hit all 3 of those places. A lot easier than I was making it out to be, not gonna lie. That was almost perfect, besides the handle. Also, this is another new cool kind of sword. We're still doing these epic weapons because we might as well see them. I love the skull sword, and this guy loves it too. You can see in his eyes. Also, 100% stretching score on any 20 bows. We're gonna be decimating these next few groups. I'll let you know next time something interesting is happening. Oh, I guess that's right here. We get a new type of mace. It's pretty much the exact same problems though, because while it is fun to have something with actual spikes on it, we still have to do all the same stuff. So it really doesn't change anything about the making process of it. I do think it looks a little bit cooler though. It is funny though, putting like a tree branch to be the thing that holds it up as it's pure crystal. What a nice weapon. And that's also get 3 different weapon designs for shields. New epic weapon, it's gonna give us fire damage for everybody. We don't need fire damage, especially now. I need to stop putting these epic weapons on when they won't actually help me, but I just like seeing them, you know? And new cannonball, the booster bomb. I love new stuff, what can I say? So this new booster bomb is basically just gonna increase our weapon's attack power, so I can use it right there. Everybody's just gonna go crazy on this dude. That's what we get out of it. So a nice new thing for me to do, try to time it at fairly strategic locations, but honestly those fairly strategic locations are just whenever I feel like it. I just feel like we're so overpowered at this point. Do I really need strategy? Maybe that's not the right way to look at it, but you know, it is a way to look at it. And especially with the booster now. If we weren't already defeating everybody with ease, we are now incredibly defeating everybody with ease. Like our guys, they just go in and they do what they need to do every single time. Also, find 30 epic weapon designs. That's awesome. And that is unlock all types of axes. We got the dragon axe. That thing's insane. Like, look how cool it looks. It just looks awesome. We'll make it come together just like usual. We put these guys in their correct spots. We put that guy over by the top. Try to give it some pretty good stuff to help us with our battles. Ooh, actually, that's an electricity. And yeah, pretty good axe overall. And also a nice looking, another cool sword. Actually, one that's helpful because it will give us water resistance for everybody. I'm actually a little worried for our boys this time, though. This might be our first actual loss of a day in a while. They might be able to make it through, but this one's going to be kind of hard. Yeah, he goes for the stab right there. I think we can do enough damage. I want to save all my cannonballs if I can. Okay, I used one there just in case, but give them literally everything. Hopefully we can get a strength up soon. He goes for an attack. We're still fine. Use a strength up. Come on, guys. You can finish this out. I believe in you before he attacks back. That was a close one. And hopefully with that win, we get onto our next area. I don't know if we will. Oh, we're like just the tiniest bit away. I guess it didn't even matter that I really wanted to win that one. It literally doesn't at all. That's also going to be our very first silver element boost on any weapon, which is going to be the mace. Mostly because I've only been focusing on one kind of mace. Now with these fights done, that should be the next area. I hope. We are getting through these areas slower and slower because there's just so much more to do. Wormwood Hollow. New area, new people to murder. So we're going to start out with some pretty similar enemies, like these vine guys. We've seen them a million times. But the big guys will be the last two, who are going to be the new shadow enemies. So there's going to be this guy first, who's just going to be this like bird shadow enemy. Kind of looks terrifying. Throwing some more stuff at us. We got a lot of different people who actually are able to do a lot of damage to these shadow enemies. So it looks like this is going to be a close battle, but we should be able to win it pretty easily. We'll just go in with our last few people. There goes one of them, but that should be fine because we just hit him with an arrow. And nice. Does give us a new type of shield. That's going to be the box shield. And like usual, might as well show it off. Pretty similarly to most shields though, it's another paint job, but this is a much bigger area to actually paint. I might have messed this up a little bit. That wasn't too bad. I also left it in the forge for a bit long, but painting was actually perfect. All right, I'll take it. And that is finally unlock the bronze element boost on 9 different weapons. So now we just got to make them all into gold ones. You know, we're going to beat it first. We're going to beat the game first and we get on to grinding after. That is also going to be our last pike, the moonblade. Thing looks insane. Might as well make it for the one time, see how it's looking. So we got this and we got to hit it on all the good edges. So pretty obviously, oh wait, yep, I messed that up. Look what happens. Sometimes you think you know what you're doing, but then you realize you're 4 hours into a speed run. Okay, so I believe it's more so like this. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now that's going to give us our last cannonball, the ice bomb. So ice bomb is pretty simple. It freezes guys. And what we want to do is use our fire, ice, and electric balls all at the same time. Did I just mess that up? Yeah, I used the wrong one. Okay, well, next time. It freezes them. It's a nice new addition to our team. Okay, wait, we might be able to do it. All right, I'm going to put my hands on the right. 2, 4, 6. So now, boom, use them all. That's going to be overkill where you use everything at the same time. It's not really overkill. The dude's still alive, but I will take the achievement. We also do win the fight, so feels pretty nice. Now with that one done, that should be our last mace, and that's also our last brand new weapon. Yep, we're finally getting on to around the end of this game. And this one, it's a mace. You kind of already get the gist, but I'll show you. So this time, it looks pretty cool, I won't lie. And we actually have to put one on the bottom, put one right there. There's a lot different places you want to go, which hopefully I'll do this right. But it's kind of a fun one to do because it actually makes a bit more sense where to actually put these things. Dude is also very happy about it, just like all my customers. Let's not lie to ourselves. Okay, I guess most of them. Sometimes I mess up, but it's very rarely, you know? And there's going to be electrically charged, attack 20 lightning enemies with boosted weapons. Good one to get. Glad we got another one of those. We still have a few more to do. Now we go to the castle ruins, and we see Dudley, who's like the main boss guy. There is all of our constructions. Get in our time bonus. Pretty good one that time, 63. Dudley is just going to be on top of a bunch of different dragons and just go from one to the next. So the first one we have is going to be this fire dragon. Take him out pretty easily. And maybe I should have actually prepared a little bit more for us. And we see Dudley. And we see Dudley. And we see Dudley. And we see Dudley, who who's like the main boss guy. There is all of our constructions. Get in our time bonus. Pretty good one that time, 63. Dudley is just going to be on top of a bunch of different dragons and just go from one to the next. So the first one we have is going to be this fire dragon. Take him out pretty easily. And maybe I should have actually prepared a little bit more for all the elementals, but we'll see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? A nice thing about this too is it does give us even more of our, you know, super effective moves whenever we do it on one of those dragons. But just look at all the money we get out of this stuff. This guy just doesn't know what to do. We'll use some ice on him, use some lightning as well. I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with use some lightning, use some light, use some lightning, use some lightning as well. Use some lightning, use some lightning as well. I want to make sure use some lightning as well. I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with all of my different cannonballs and making sure nothing goes wrong with that. Like here we can use one of our power-ups as soon as we make it over there. We got a couple of people who are using some rock attacks on him, just dealing with him pretty easily. Already halfway done, and we look like we're at a pretty good spot right now, but I just want to keep it going. And we look like we're at a pretty good spot right, and we look like we're at a pretty good. He's so cool. I should not have used that there. spot right now, spot right now, but I just want spot right now, but I just want to keep it going. And just look at Dudley just sitting on top of his dragon, thinking he's so cool. I should not use that there. We're not gonna worry about it. But he just thinks he's so cool because he's like, yeah, I got a dragon. I'm definitely the best. No, you are not, man. I mean, that's kind of evident just by how much we're destroying him. We just go from one dragon to the next. I wonder how he got all of these dragons still. Well, final two are going to be the grass one and then the shadow one. So for this one, we might as well go ahead and get a power up, doing some pretty good damage on that. We'll also make sure we're healed up. And then for the final one, we will save this ice ability. Use that right there. Stop him dead in his tracks so he's barely able to do anything to us. Hit him with a couple attacks. He tries to fight back. But there we go. We defeated Dudley and rescued Princess Liliana. And that's going to be all of that done in just 50 days too. But we still got more stuff to do. So first, we have to actually leave the castle ruins. Not going to pause the timer, but I need to stand up. I'll be right back. That was a nice little break. And now we're back to the grind. And unfortunately, we still got to do a lot of stuff. First, we have to get up. I'll be right back. That was a nice little Dudley and rescued Princess Liliana in castle ruins. Not going to pause the timer. Still got more stuff to do. So first, we have to actually leave the castle ruins. Still got more stuff to do. So first, we have to actually leave the castle ruins. Not gonna pause the timer, but I need to stand up. I'll be right back. That was a nice little break, and now we're back to the grind. And unfortunately, we still gotta do a lot of stuff. First, we have to get all of our weapons up to gold. We have to do all the super effective moves, and I was checking, and we still need 2 more of these recipes for the mace. So hopefully we get lucky with that. But yeah, we're just gonna be trying our best to win until all that stuff's done. Most important thing is just making sure we make good enough weapons so they keep upgrading. You need to make actually pretty good weapons. You need to be paying attention to make sure they're worthy of getting that upgrade. So yeah, I do have to keep on my game. I can't just leave it off and just do nothing. We're gonna be grinding. Also, now at the end of this stuff, we're always gonna have a dragon. So that's off and just do nothing. We're gonna be at the end of this stuff, we're always gonna have a dragon. So that's kind of fun. This time it's gonna be a fire dragon, fun person to deal with, and we'll just get to fight all the different dragons, then they leave. But now I guess just every single one of these, we have to hope we get a mace recipe because we really have not gotten many. That time not so lucky. Please, Gabe. Oh, and there's gonna be dueling shadows. Attack 30 shadow enemies with a shadow weapon. And here should be our very first gold weapon. So first gold element boost, we got 8 more to go. Now this right here should be that achievement, nature versus nature, where you attack 30 plant enemies with plant boosted abilities. And that's also gonna be get 3 different weapon designs for maces, finally, and also leave castle ruins. Now you'll see there's no plant boosted abilities, and also leave castle ruins, and also leave castle ruins.
Jack Smith, love the wood. Take desert. Desert. Jack, is this bad?
Hello my friends and welcome back to BTW Ultimate Nightmares, where I play the hardest characters in the new Nightmare mode from the All Pain No Gain update, as voted by you. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're playing the Streamer. This is the character that I and many others initially thought would be the hardest in Nightmare mode, because the Streamer has to stay still, and of course the environmental projectiles make that much more difficult. Also the faster and more dangerous enemies mean that you're going to have to move more frequently, losing a bunch of passive income. I'm going to start by playing the engineering build. If this doesn't work out, I might try a gun build instead, or something like javelins, which could be potentially pretty strong, but let's start with wrenches. This is the standard build for the Streamer after engineering stuff was buffed. I also want to see if engineering is viable on Nightmare mode, because I haven't had a chance to play with engineering items that much, so I'm going to run over here once I... Rock, I'm coming out there. I'm taking...
There's so many!
Okay.
Many!
Okay, I'm taking...
There's so many! There's so many! There's so many!
Okay,
There's so many! There's so many!
Okay, I'm taking post with you here. How are you hiding? Oh, how are you hiding? Oh, behind a rock. I'm coming. How are you hiding? Oh, how are you hiding? Oh, behind a rock. I'm coming. How are you hiding? Oh, behind a rock. I'm coming. Oh shit, grenade. Okay, I'm coming out, buddy. How are you hiding? Oh, behind a rock. I'm coming out there. I'm taking.
There's so many!
Okay, I'm taking. Okay. I'm lighting them up, dude. I need a new. Where are you? Okay. I need a new gun then. What's that? I got these serious Sam guns with me. Do you want to try one of those out?
Shot.
Okay.
Hey, wait. Okay, you know your stuff.
Oh yeah. What's that?
What's a good weapon?
Totally do the auto shotgun. It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. Oh, they threw a grenade! 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 Oh, they threw a grenade! Grenade! It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
It's a great one.
The auto?
It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. It's a great one.
The auto?
It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. Oh, they threw a grenade! Grenade! It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. Oh, they threw a grenade! Grenade!
Where? Oh.
Fight soul is such a boil. Let's go number 2. How's it going number 3? Nice massacre on 4. Sadie. Rich Strauss.
All right, so now that I got everybody's attention, so come on over
Okay.
here. So we got Mr. Krabs. Okay.
All right.
We got Sandy.
All right.
We got Patrick.
Are they all holding SMGs?
Yes, they're all holding SMGs.
Okay,
the Krusty crew is on edge today. I'll explain in a second. You can probably see what's going on. We got
Alright.
we got Patrick, number 1. We got Patrick Clone, number 2.
Okay.
We got Patrick Clone, number 2. We got Patrick Clone, number 2. We got Patrick Clone, number 2.
Okay.
And then we got Patrick Clone, number 3.
Okay.
And then we got Patrick Clone, number 3.
What about this guy here?
Yeah, that's Patrick Clone number 4. That's Patrick Clone number. That's Patrick Clone number 4. Something happened. Something went wrong. I don't know. He just doesn't work.
He's not responding.
Yeah, he's not responding. He's locked up or something like that. I don't know. No, he just doesn't work.
Responding.
Yeah, he doesn't work.
He's not responding.
Yeah, he's not.
Responding.
Yeah, he's not responding.
Responding.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not responding. He's not responding. He's not responding.
Yeah, he's not responding. He's locked up or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So as you can
Okay,
see,
Mr. Gibbs, so what's the mission?
yeah, we're in a pretty tight spot right now.
Gibbs, so what's the mission?
Yeah, we're in a tight spot right now. We're in a pretty tight spot right now. We're in a pretty tight spot right now. We're in a pretty tight spot right now. The Freddy gang really wants the secret formula, dude. I don't know what's up with them. I think it's because the restaurant's going under, man. They're trying to kill us.
Okay.
So-
okay, we gotta strike back with the weapons I gave you.
Yeah, I know. You gave me a lot of stuff that I'm not quite sure what exactly it means. Like dark magic. How am I supposed to? I don't know. We're gonna go over this. We're gonna go over this. So you ready?
Dark magic is still required. Now we're gonna use that as a last resort. First,
Okay.
First, we're gonna use stuff like the alien disintegrators.
Oh, they broke through
Okay,
some of the
they're breaking
defenses.
through.
They're breaking through.
breaking through.
As you can see, we made the defense out of things that were lying around, like that giant pillar. I don't know where we found that. Okay, shoot it out at him. How's it? Oh yeah, that's getting him. But oh shit, they have grenades.
They have grenades. Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude, that's not good.
Okay, don't worry.
Jesus!
I have an idea. I'm gonna plug the hole. I'm gonna plug the hole.
They killed the Patrick.
No.
They killed the Patrick.
Okay, Patrick Clone number 2. It looks like it's down. We're gonna have to move on without him.
Okay, at least number 4 is doing some good protection. For
Yeah,
us.
number 4 knows what's up. I guess he wasn't broken after all.
Number 4 is great. He's probably gonna be the best Patrick.
All right, alien disintegrator. I got it. This thing looks like a cork with some spiky things on it. This is.
Yeah, all of these weapons are homemade. I made them myself.
You made a homemade alien disintegrating ray.
Exactly.
Interesting. Can I shoot through stuff? No, I can't.
No, you can't. But you can always shoot through the gaps.
Okay.
Hey, but you can't shoot through the Patrick. This
Oh, watch out! Oh shit! I totally blew you up. I'm so sorry. Okay, you gave me a very powerful weapon. You should have known better. Okay. I'm letting them up, dude. I need a new. Where are you? Okay. I need a new gun then. What's that? I got these serious Sam guns with me. Do you want to try one of those out?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. Okay, you know your stuff.
Oh yeah. What's that?
What's a good weapon?
Totally do the auto shotgun. It's a great one.
The auto shotgun?
Yep. Oh, they threw a grenade! Grenade!
Where?
don't worry about it. You're fine.
No, where's Patrick number 4?
Patrick number 4 got obliterated, I guess. Wow.
Oh no, I'm out.
Why are you? Don't jump out there, Tony.
That was a mistake.
Oh shit, grenade. Okay, I'm coming out, buddy.
Hiding.
How are you hiding? Oh, behind a rock? I'm coming out there. I'm taking.
There's so many.
Okay, I'm taking post with you here. Here we go.
See them.
Okay, what do you got? What other things do you have?
There's way too many.
Damn. Head on to your ball. I'm just hiding.
All right, what another great day at the Krusty Krab. Looks like we got the last 3 orders for the day here, so I'm gonna dish those out. Gonna go hand serve them to the customers, and then we will get out of here and enjoy the day. All right, I had to do pretty much every single thing today because Squidward took the day off unexpectedly. Table 5. Is that's table 5 right there.
And what better way to do so than... Ouch.
Out. Ow. 而且人穿的很漂亮，而且是赵云头。
Didn't think that I actually feel that impulse. That's gonna take some time to recover. That impact nearly tore through me. Almost impressive, but not enough to matter. That joke of a super form fizzles out too fast and takes up too much energy. I should have expected that. Sonic always needed a ring-feeding tube to keep his glow running. Not to mention, all of the positive chaos energy could have shredded me. But it seems like I'm almost completely protected, as long as I'm in Sonic's body. Even as a pawn, he protects others. Pathetic. Those fools got off easy. All thanks to that dastardly bot who somehow tapped into that super form. I'll return for them later. Let them cling on to their luck. It'll crumble like everything else. I wonder if they still have the Master Emerald in their hands. Or did it flee like the cowards who worship it? No matter. My servants will scour this world apart until they find that gem and the ones hiding behind it. As for me, it's clear I'm going to need a lot more power if I want to bring them down. And what better way to do so than to have others do the second round? But until then, time to begin the second round. Second round.
Frozen wild.
Ouch. Didn't think that I actually feel that impulse. That's gonna take some time to recover. That impact nearly tore through me. Almost impressive, but not enough to matter. That joke of a super form fizzles out too fast and takes up too much energy. I should have expected that. Sonic always needed a ring-feeding tube to keep his glow-up running. Not to mention, all of the positive chaos energy could have shredded me. But it seems like I'm almost completely protected, as long as I'm in Sonic's body. Even as a pawn, he protects others. Pathetic. Those fools got off easy, all thanks to that dastardly bot who somehow tapped into that super form. I'll return for them later. Let them cling on to their luck. It'll crumble like everything else. I wonder if they still have the Master Emerald in their hands. Or did it flee like the cowards who worship it? No matter. My servants will scour this world apart until they find that gem and the ones hiding behind it. As for me, it's clear I'm going to need a lot more power if I want to bring them down. And what better way to do so than to have others do the dirty work for me? Now, let's have a glander inside this hedgehog's memories. I'm sure he knows a lot of people.
What? Wait till 8次，8次。
What I'm gonna do for this is hit the ground. Okay, that was actually the worst punchiest pilot I've had in a while. But all right, next time I will explain it a little bit better. For now, we also want to make sure we don't hit any of those police guys. And with the chili bomb, we might actually be able to make it through this first wall, which is amazing because now we can go even farther. That means there are going to be different gummy bears, which is nice. We're going to get a couple of our missions done, as you can see on the right. There's one which we had to get through the wall and one where we had to get a punchiest pilot. So that's 2 of those done. And I'm just going to try to attack these guys as much as possible. Now we will get some more stuff. These are just different upgrades and a new launchador, which is also nice. This is Pineapple Spank. Next up, we get the Kank Eater thing. We see a couple of our missions. We got those 2, which give us a piece of candy, which will come in important later. And it will also give us these cards, which can give us good things like rocket fuel. Now for our next one, we got a rocket smash and go through a giant cake wall while riding on a gummy. Okay, that's stuff we can do. But we also have tons of upgrades we can get. I want to get things for speed. I want to get things that will just help me in general, and that should be good for now. But it's time for our new launchador. And for this one, how she changes is she'll actually have an ability for whenever we slam, she goes towards the most high value gummy and just auto aims towards it. So it's actually really nice in a lot of situations, like for this punchiest. Now, what I like to do, I wasn't able to explain this last time, is we have to punch as soon as we hit the ground, which will allow us to go farther. Now, with that chili bomb that we got from one of the pinatas, we're able to go through the wall for a second time, which is extremely nice. And yeah, I just want to continue on this as much as I can. It's very nice once you start having more characters, and there are some more that we actually have to unlock, but I will go for this punchiest. It just gives you so much speed. It gives you a good amount of money, and I will appreciate that. And there's another pinata, which I actually didn't see before I did the slam, so that was really lucky. But we will continue on our way. We're almost to the next wall. We didn't quite make it through, but hey, that's a pretty good run. Also get my power pinata. This one, of course, is going to have some pretty nice stuff, and we're also going to get some new opponents and something that we can upgrade, which is nice as well. So this time around, it's actually going to force you to buy this new opponent. We're only going to buy him once because I don't really care about him, and we also get some free pinatas unlocked. But before we get that, let's get a couple of these upgrades, just the normal stuff. Pretty pretty much anything that we can get for our amount of money is good. And that is a new couple of people that we're going to be able to find. Things like raw bears and different people who allow us to go a bit faster. But next, pinata, because we do get a pinata every 3 hours. And yeah, we're probably going to get quite a few of these because we have a lot of this game to go. Even though we have started out pretty well, I'm not going to lie. This is one of the longest speedruns I ever will do for this channel, so just you wait. But it's time for our next boss. I want to crit him right there. You can see he's a lot stronger. He's going to take a lot more hits, but he's also going to make us more money, so that's nice as well. And there is a punchiest. We can just time that pretty well. We're getting up our speed a lot, which is very nice. We make it through that without even needing to use the chili bomb yet, which is perfect because we do want to save it for later for the second wall. And there's that guy. Oh, I actually did that perfectly. What we want to do here is aim for the barrels. And okay, that was a little bit messed up, but we can get it next time. Still not the worst thing in the world. That guy is kind of hard to aim, especially my first time getting him. For now, though, we'll just focus on getting our money. There's going to be a bomb up there. I'll try to launch myself there. And by the way, the burrito bison's power is if you get high enough, you won't have to slam when you hit the ground. You have like an automatic shield on you that protects you from things like police officers and losing some of your speed. But there we go. We get that. We hit ourselves into a bomb as well, which is super nice. And yeah, that's pretty good stuff. I do want to make sure I'm working on my missions as well. I should look at those, but we will in a second. For now, let's get some luck up so things occur more frequently. Let's get some pickpocket, cake eater so we can get through the wall, police control so we don't have to worry about those guys. And we can also upgrade hairy bow tie so it'll give us more money. Now it's time for this dude again. Super easy crit to get on him. And yeah, just pretty normal playing from here. A nice thing about this game and kind of an annoying thing about this game is it is very repetitive. It's nice because you know how to play the game and it's a fun gameplay loop. But for things like this where I'm trying to true 100% it, doing the same gameplay loop, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. All right, let's bounce on this guy, get a couple of those, get our speed up. Also get the launch, and I do see the barrel. Let's try to do this a little bit better this time. That was perfect. We get a huge boost of speed, and yeah, we just love to see that. Get farther than we did before, and with this chili bomb, I don't think we'll make it through the end, but that's still pretty good. Also, that is going to be another one of those missions done, which is a takoratsi, and I want to make sure, okay, those are things I can do. Like critting the enemies, that's something we're naturally going to do. It's pretty much all stuff that we're naturally going for anyway, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But I will get Door Destroyer because that's nice at getting farther, and we will get the, oh, we can't get the Wanna Bear yet, but he will be nice because once we do get him, he'll give us more rocket slams. But back onto our boy, the regular burrito bison, just doing our thing, getting through all these dudes, and nowadays it is so easy to get through the first wall. It's actually insane. Like at first, it was taking a little bit, and it was actually a little difficult, but now we just get through there in a second, and I don't even have to worry about it. But pretty much for this entire game, it's just about finding the bears that are going to allow you to go farther, and also not trying to hit the ground as much as possible, because that will make you lose speed. And also, that should be one of our powers, and we should also be able to get through that wall, which is really good progress. We are only 9 minutes in, and we're already through the second wall. That's awesome. But we'll go through these guys. I don't have too much speed, unfortunately, and I'm trying to get myself to go. There's not much this game wants to do for me. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I can't complain too much. I already made it through the second wall, but I will take a couple of those. We'll get a bomb that allows us to go forward, and also one of these cannons. That's absolutely insane. That was actually super good luck. But all right, Burrito Bison, how much farther can you make it? Maybe you can go for the raw bear, not just yet, but we do get another cannon. Oh my gosh, that one was a little messed up. I wasn't expecting it, but oh, and I was trying to get that one guy, do a combo into them, but that is fine for now. If we can even make it to this wall, that would be insane, but oh, we're not gonna get the punchiest. So close, and that was still an amazing run. Enjoying the game, sure. I'm not spreading the word about it. I mean, I am making a YouTube video to be fair, but we get 2 more of our missions done. We just have to crit the guy to get another one of those missions, and that's gonna be more candy, but we have to use the barrel, and we have to kill some Joey Rogers. Both of those missions not too bad, and are always worth it to get. But for now, let's get a couple of these dudes, upgrade them. We also got a discount on him, which is always nice, but this is just making these guys more plentiful, along with helping them make us go faster. And I also will worry about getting our top speed up, our luck, things like that. Might as well also upgrade Bernard's. That's his name, Bernard's. Okay, that's actually a hilarious name. I've never actually noticed that before. I thought it was like Bernard, but no, that is a beautiful pun. I appreciate that. Right into a cannon as well. And we do have even more speed than we did before, so easy, super easy to get through the first wall at this point. It's absolutely insane. You can see why this gameplay loop is so addicting. It just gets you these upgrades, and you just keep getting to have fun over and over again. We made it through the second wall too without having to use our chili bomb. If we could somehow make it through the third, but we don't really have too much speed, so yeah. Chili bomb right there. Would have loved to save it for a bit later, but not much you can do. And oh, that is unlucky, but we did get a pinata right there. We do have our barrels, which I'm using a lot better than I was before, I will say. And we're up to 100 speed. You can always look at the speed in the bottom left. Our max speed right now is 170, which by the way, you also can go past the max speed. That is a thing, but the game won't allow you to stay past the max speed for too long. So it is always worth it to upgrade that too. But another barrel. Thank you so much, game. And we can use that to get a little bit farther into this wall. Also, don't mind if I do take this pinata, hopefully giving me some more cherry bombs and a discount on bounciness. Of course, I'm going to take that, along with a few more guys that we will be able to buy later. Not going to worry about them too much right now. But that's some rocket fuel, and this one is going to be something. I actually did not watch it, but it's probably something good, I could assume. Now let's go ahead. Might as well get the bounciness with the discount. Might as well get Cake Eater so we can get through walls, and I kind of want to upgrade Gumdolph because that guy's fun. I want to get the Wanna Bears because they're going to give us more valuable stuff. We'll upgrade you, Harry, and we'll just use the rest of our money on whatever we can find. But this guy, like usual, just hitting him. And by the way, you did see right there stopwatch mode. We'll get into stopwatch mode much later in this run, but it's not worth it until you're a lot more powered up. So yeah, it's not something we're going to focus on for now. For now, though, we finally got our first one of those, where if you make it to the sky, you do a huge boost, which gives you so much money because you kill so many of the gummy bears, and also just feels so good. So I'm kind of surprised we got it there, but I'm not going to complain. And we make it through the second wall pretty easily. We still have our chili bomb, so that is good. I really need a power up. There is going to be that guy, but he is a little bit too tall for me. Maybe we can get the punchiest. Perfect. That should get us a little bit farther, especially with that boost. And I just got to focus up now. Anytime I see someone who's worth it to slam for, I got to slam, but that was not great. Not getting many people. Please, one of these powers. There's a bomb. I'm going to take it, and we just need to go a little bit farther to make it to this wall, but that's a lot easier said than done, especially when you're not getting good power-ups. This is why luck is so important. Okay, not quite going to make it to the end. I mean, we can take care of that guy. Oh, we get that too. Do we get that? Oh my gosh, that was insane luck right there. I cannot complain. complain about that one. I will take you. I will take one of you for another rockets. And there is also going to be another barrel. How did that one? I actually don't know why that one didn't work right there. I'm not going to lie. But at the very least, we should be able to make it to the wall at this point and then explode through it, which I'm not going to complain about. Pretty good run. Okay, these are going pretty well. We get an extra $6,000. We go back in here. I'll upgrade our elastic cables, get some more rocket slams, get rid of the police, and also some more slippery lotion. That's pretty good for now. And yeah, from here, it's pretty much the same stuff as you've already been seeing. So we'll skip over to the next interesting part. And that might just be here, honestly, because we are going incredibly quickly to the wall. So if we get lucky enough, maybe we can at least hit the wall. Come on. And okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Now I'll get some more pickpocket. That's always worth it because I love more money. And here's going to be our first key guy, where for this dude, we want to keep hitting his chest until it gets interrupted by that. Okay, I'll tell you next time we find him. Yeah, sometimes that happens with this game. Because there's the walls, it's just going to stop your power up, which I mean isn't the worst thing in the world, but kind of ruins the commentary I was going for there. Oh, and we can also get the prickly pear. So now there's two guys I have to show you. Hopefully we'll actually get both of them soon. Okay, here is key guy. What we want to do, come on, another time. Oh, here's pear guy. So what you want to do is just repeatedly press down, and then also we can grab a money bag right there, and then he's just going to give us tons of speed, which is absolutely insane. We might actually be able to make it through the wall yet again. That was perfect. So really good combo to have right there. We're still looking for key dude, but hey, at least we got prickly pear. And that now goes into a punch. So you can see this brand new area, which all the areas look for the most part the same, but it's fun to find them. And we are also getting a couple of our missions done as well if you look to the right of the screen. So that is nice, especially because we are beginning to slow down. There is going to be a police guy, but that's okay. This was a very good run. We made it to the new area, which I cannot complain about. And we get some new people unlocked as well, along with a new launchador. And I really like this guy because it's El Pollo. Now we'll look at the different missions we got. I will take those. And it looks like we're about to get our very first candy, which is also very nice. You'll see right here, we acquired candy, but they won't come in useful until we actually time travel. I'll explain that when we get there eventually. For now, though, that is a ton of money we can spend on things. Let's buy a couple of these guys. I do not need to see those free pinatas. Let's get our speed up as well as our destructive power. And yeah, things are getting very expensive now, as you can see. But I'm not going to complain about it because we got El Pollo. For this guy, he can fly in the air before he slams down. So it's really good. You can use it to try to get to the top of the map or just have more control in the air. I really like this guy. Pretty much all the characters are fun in their own right. I enjoy all of them, just for different reasons. But El Pollo is doing pretty well so far. We want to control him. He gets through there extremely easy, but I actually do need to find a couple of these power-ups at some point. There's going to be one. We can get the punch. There's also the worm guy there, which I am excited to see worm, but finally, I can actually explain what this chest does. So we want to grab that. It's going to give us more money, which is nice. Oh, and I thought we were about to get up there and get a huge slam. I probably could have if I used his power, but I didn't think we would need to. Still not the worst thing in the world. We made it over to this section. I'll just focus on hitting these guys as much as possible. Hopefully finding something. There's going to be key. I just missed the key though, but that's fine because we do get a punchiest, which then transforms into one of this cactus guy, which is nice because that's also going to give us a ton of speed. And yeah, this game is just so fun once you get all these power-ups because you just combo one power-up into the next. And even if we mess up every once in a while, like right there, it's still pretty fine. Still, it does look like this is where El Pollo is going to end. That's a pretty good first launch for him though. And no, I'm not going to take your surprise flash sale. I don't need a game, okay? But yeah, we're really starting to get to the really fun parts of this game, especially now that we have all three of these guys unlocked. Now there is one more secret character we can unlock, but that's going to happen much later in the run, so we'll worry about them later. For now, it's just focusing on going very far with our dudes and getting as many missions done as possible. Oh, and here's going to be our first time getting this worm dude. What we want to do is eat as many of these little guys as possible, which is very sad for them, and then also get the diamond person so we get some extra money. Pretty easy guy altogether, and we actually just combo into a second one, but this is going to give us a good amount of speed plus some money, so worthwhile thing to get. And just another thing to increase the enjoyability of doing this run, which I always appreciate. Oh, and we just got a third one in this same run, which is actually hilarious. We're going to get out of these dudes. I am not going to complain about that. It's just extra money and extra goodness for me. Into one of those, we get a couple explosions, make it pretty far into that wall, and yeah, I'll take it. Now we can also upgrade some of these things, which are the little power-up guys you get every once in a while, which I'll take. We might as well upgrade them along with getting Harry. And maybe I should have upgraded the other dude, especially because we're right about to take this guy out. He only has a little sliver of health left, but whatever, we'll get him next time. And now we might as well get some upgrades on the different little guys we can get. Oh, and I forgot to upgrade this guy again. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but we take Bernard's out for the first time, and that is going to be a fair amount of money. Yeah, just 1,800. It's not even that much. But hey, I mean, I'll take all the money I can get. It's worth it. You might as well go for the crits, especially because they give you extra speed. But for the most part, let's just keep focusing on our missions and getting through walls. And speaking of getting through walls, we're getting over to this next one with a pretty okay amount of speed. We got one of these dudes. Hopefully it will take us up. Sometimes it can take you all the way up to the sky and just make you go incredibly fast. So I always hope for that, but it doesn't happen all the time. Still though, we got to make sure we don't die to these police guys and hopefully make it to this next wall. Maybe get a good explosion with this, but I don't think we'll have quite enough power to make it to the end. Still, that's a new record for that. Now at this point, you can buy a new boss, one of these guys, but it's just not really worth it because you have to spend money on them. And yeah, I'm just not really going to worry about it. I'd rather spend money on other things like upgrading the guys we currently have than trying to fight brand new people. We will upgrade them later, of course, because this is 100%, but at least for now, we'll just stick to these two guys, especially because they don't give you too much more money. It's kind of crazy just how much of this first wall has now been taken out. Like, we completely destroy through that one. And I mean, I'm not going to complain, but it is kind of fun to see. But we still are kind of struggling on this fourth wall. I mean, they do get harder the farther you go. And even though we are getting new upgrades, it's still going to take a pretty lucky run to make it through this next time. At least we are starting with a good run for this one. And yeah, overall, fairly good run where it looks like we're going to make it fairly easily to this wall. But yeah, it's just breaking through this one. There is so much to have to get through. And this might be the time where we make it through this wall, especially because we just got that crash. Oh my gosh, we were so close. At least we got another mission, but we are running out of missions. We need to get through this wall soon. Okay, this one might be the one. We might even go under the wall here because that is something you can do, by the way. You can literally just go under the wall if you get a worm before it. And yeah, that just happened. So that's kind of fun. Oh, I was not expecting that to happen there, but it definitely is a way to make it over the wall. So we'll just keep continuing trying to get this going. Of course, like usual, once you make it through a new wall, you're not going to have the most amount of speed. We don't have the best power-ups for this, but we can get a little little bit more money. Maybe we do still have our cherry bomb, which is going to help us maybe get to that next star. But I really need some guys. Okay, we'll have one of you. We'll get another one of you. That way we can get some slams. And just don't hit me into the police, guys, and we will be okay. We're over 100 speed. That one very much hurt, but we can get a punchiest, which is extremely nice. Get some more speed up here. And by the way, this next wall is the last regular wall. And you'll see what I mean by that in a little bit once we actually get there. But yeah, this is a good wall to get to. I am very happy with this run. I was not expecting us to go just under it. That is hilarious. But if we could get a super high jumper, just something that would help us. Maybe this guy can. He'll help us get some speed. Then we crash into him. Just get us high. Please, game. Please. Oh, we'll take it. We'll take it. I can't complain too much about getting this far. But another one, and we don't have the slams for that. That is okay. How much farther can we make it here? Can we even make it to the wall? That'd be pretty cool. I just have to keep going, dodging the police, get a couple of these dudes, which is nice. And we hit the wall. So we're about there. We're getting close. And we also get Honey Potter unlocked, which is a very good power up to get. So we're going to buy this guy right away. And it's extremely unlikely that it actually shows up. It shows up very sparingly. But once we do get it, you'll see why it's going to have. This is also an insane run. We might be able to just get through the wall regularly here because we got tons of speed. And oh, not quite because we were so high up. That's fine though. We get a pinata. And we're also going to get a lot more money from that run because it was a good one, which I just want to get through this cake. So Cake Eater is a very good power up to get. Oh, the only thing I have right now is to catch a total of 50 gummies. Oh, that's because we went under the wall instead of destroying it. So it didn't give us any more missions. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with it when we get there. We should be breaking through this wall in a second anyways. I mean, look at our speed. And we also do have a cherry bomb right now. So I'm not too worried about it. By the way, I keep calling this thing cherry bomb instead of chili bomb. My bad. I know people are going to complain about that, but like I'm playing the game. I'm focused enough. Sometimes the words do not come out right. I also love that sequence of events where you get 3 of these guys in a row. And it's just so nice because it refills your slams anyway. So you might as well do them while getting a ton of speed and just making sure you stay alive. So this thing, it's such a nice thing to get. That's why I love those little guys. And they're so happy about dying too. They literally say yay. So I mean, I must be doing something right. I'm not that evil, right? Oh, and 2 keys in a row. That is also good. This looks like it's going to be a great run, especially with our cherry bomb we have. It is sad that only gives us 4,000 money though. You would expect it to give you a little bit more, but a cannon, I could have done that cannon a bit better, but we make it through the wall. We still have our chili bomb, which is amazing. And let's see how far we can get with this. We get one of these. We can go up, grab that, use this superpower. Come on, help us get high. I really want to go high up and just get one of the gigantic slams, but it's just very unlikely for that to actually happen. But we do get one of these worms. Don't mind if I do eat all of you guys. Not exactly sure what happens when we eat them. It puts us into that. Oh my gosh, we're getting so much stuff in a row. It's actually insane. They want this to be the run. They're like, easy speasy. You've already spent, oh my gosh, we finally get this guy too. Okay, so this automatically goes for us. It just allows us to get a ton of speed at one time, as you can see with that. And yeah, I don't have to press anything. It just does everything for me, and I love it. It's really good. That also will give us that mission that we had to do, so I'm not going to complain about that. It goes right into the worm. How far can we get? What will this chili bomb do for us? Boom. Didn't make it quite through the wall, but we're close to there. I will also take these additional candies, and we get 3 more power-ups, which is just squashing people for the most part. So yeah, just squash a lot. But ooh, I will take some more luck. I love that. And we also will get our prickly guy upgraded, and just worry about those guys for now. And all right, we are almost to the end of what would be an any percent speed run. But as I've kind of alluded to in the past, a 100% speed run is much longer than an any percent speed run. So yeah, we're not even an hour in yet. Oh, this is super good for that run. We got one of those super slams. As long as I can keep this speed, we might be able to make it to the end for the first time, which would be super crazy. We get one of these bouncy boys. I will appreciate you. Get some nice speed out of that. We're pretty much still at 240, our max speed, which is very nice. So I'm just going to keep using slams and trying to keep myself in the air. I would like some more power-ups if we could get them. And oh my gosh, I just completely missed all of that. We do not have to talk about that. I will get a pinata though. Not going to be a problem with that. And this chili bomb should allow me come on so close. Okay, that's fine. We're almost there, but wow, that is heartbreaking. At least that is going to be some very nice upgrades for us. So I will appreciate those. And yeah, surely in a run or two, we make it to the end. Surely. And with this one, okay, this has to be it. There is like no space between those two. Come on, game, give it to me. And maybe I also got to upgrade Door Destroyer because at this point, it's getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, this one, we got the honey straight into here. That's first going to give us a ton of money, but tons of speed out of there. And all right, not quite there, but that is going to give us a good blow up in that section. So we really are carving out this section. Okay, now this one. I know I've said this a lot, but look how much speed we have going into here. We just got one of the huge slams. We're getting one of these cannon boosts, which is going to be nice. I need to make sure I'm not too high up in the air for this, but that should be perfect. And not only did we get here, but we got here without using our chili bomb. So we're able to do 2 hits of damage to the Cookinator. Now for this guy, basically we have to hit him 6 different times. So with the chili bomb, getting 2 is a very good time save. Now while we're here, might as well upgrade a ton of these dudes. Okay, I say a ton. We only got 2. It's hard to get money in this game. What can I say? But still, that is very nice getting 2 right there. Now we just have to hit him a total of 4 more times. And since we've already broken through a good amount of that door, we might be able to hit him every single time we do one of these runs. We'll have to see. And that is going to be time number 2, or technically 3 with this, because we'll hit him another. You see half of his health is gone. And this guy just looks so smug every time we see him. I cannot wait to take that smug look off his face. I'm not going to lie. And this one's going to be time number 4 plus time number 5. Only 1 more hit we have to do on this dude. A lot of money we got from that one too. Don't mind if I do increase my speed, and that's where literally all my money went, just increasing my speed. I mean, it's a worth an upgrade. But yeah, we are getting through this first part of the game pretty well. I mean, it has been more than an hour, but honestly, I can appreciate this. You know, it's been a pretty good start of the run. And for this one, we don't have an overwhelming amount of speed, but it is pretty good. It should be good enough to get us there. Unless there's things like that police guy. Come on, man. All right, come on, Burrito Bison. You got this. I am a little hopeful, and yeah, maybe not for this one, but maybe a cherry bomb into the end. Okay, we're close. We're close. That does suck when you're right there. But you know what? I just wanted Pineapple Spank to be the one to defeat this guy. That's all it was. It's kind of interesting for this game because it starts out like every part of the run matters, but now it pretty much only really matters once you get past the 4th door, because even if you're going really slow, you can still make up that time if you get lucky power-ups. And even if you're going really fast, if you don't get many power-ups, you're just not going to be able to make up anything. So interesting way that this game is designed. And Oh, I was really hoping for that one, but hey, I'll take a key right there. That this one will be the one we need. I'll take that 24k. And yeah, even though we had a lot of speed, we're now back to 127, which isn't the best. It's not the worst speed to be at. We also don't have any slams. So this guy will help. I'll make sure to take your money back and just get us very high up. I would appreciate that. That's pretty good. We can keep going, and somehow, oh, that is exactly what we needed. Now we can definitely get this run to work if we just get a little bit luckier. We'll take the explosion up there. And why, police? Why? These police guys are always right there, just doing things like that, man. Okay, it still might be able to work. I just have to not hit people that I can't hit. We got to get lucky where we need to get lucky. There's a bomb right there. That is good. Getting rid of that, dude. And then key. I will take a key. Just want to make sure we don't miss this at all so we can get all those speed increases. Keep getting high up in the air. And I should have saved my slam. I definitely should have saved my slam. No. Oh my gosh, I should have saved my slam so much. I should have saved it so much. Nah, see, I wanted El Pollo to be the one that makes it. That's for sure. Yep, that was my plan. That was always my plan. You can see we're getting all of this speed up. We don't have one of our chili bombs, which, you know, I do like a chili bomb if I can get one. And oh, I wanted to get up into the air. I should have released it and gotten a hit, but that is fine. Maybe we can get up here, and perfect. Exactly what we need. Now we have a ton of speed, but I could use a little bit more if it was possible. This is exactly what we need. Thank you so much, game. That's going to explode us, and if we could get one more huge slam or something. Worm, I will take a worm. Do we somehow go under this? I don't think we do, but maybe we do go under it. Yes, that is exactly how I wanted to win. So finally, we go ahead. We take out the Cookinator. We explode. Our boy not look. One more huge slam or worm. Do we somehow go under this? I don't think we do, but maybe we do go under it. Basically just beat that guy up. The other two do come as well. And we see the Cookinator. We explode. Our boy not looking the best. We do go under. We do go under it. We do go under it. We do go under it. Yes, that is exactly how I wanted to win. So finally, we go ahead. We take out the Cookinator. We explode. Our boy. We do go under it. Yes, that is exactly how I wanted to win. So finally, we go ahead. We take out the Cookinator. We explode. Our boy not looking the best. And then, by the way, the other two do come as well. And we see the rift. We also get a little comic. We basically just beat that guy up. And now, if we actually press this button, we can actually go into this rift. So I'm going to aim this for a second. And there we go. We're now into a brand new spot, which you'll see there's not many walls at this point. Instead, there's just one wall that we have to get to and that we have to break through. So it just completely changes the entire name of the game for this. And this is where the speedrun's really going to start getting interesting. It's also kind of fun. The gummy bears are different colors. And while this isn't the greatest start of one of these, you know, it can always come back, especially when you don't have to deal with any of the walls before this. There's always a chance for you to just do your thing. I'm going to take those guys. I meant to get a couple more of those. Let's go ahead, get one of these launches, and we want to keep up our speed. Unfortunately, I have run out of that stuff. I will get this pinata because that should give us valuable power-ups. And even now, we've made it pretty far, and we're not even close to where the wall is. So you can see where kind of this game is going to. And by the way, if you thought all the upgrades that we've already seen so far are all the upgrades we have to get for this game, you have not even started to see how much we need to get for this game because, yeah, there's a lot more upgrades to that. But hopefully, with this new section, that's where we'll start getting a good leg up on doing those. But pretty good speed so far. I could really use a slam and not hitting into those dudes. Can I get some sort of luck right here? We get a nice hit there, and perfect. I didn't have a slam there, so I just had to get lucky to actually hit this cactus guy. That's going to give us a nice launch, get some good money as well. We're already at 5,000 gold just from this one run, by the way. The amount that gold goes up as you get through this game is absolutely insane, but oh, we couldn't do that for too long. But that is our brand new wall that we're gonna have to start working on carving down. And the nice thing about this as well is it does give us new missions we have to worry about. So yeah, just a lot of stuff in general. Let's actually check these. Miss your opponent on purpose, but still make it to the gummy bunker. Use the worm and get rockets. Okay, I'm just gonna miss on purpose right there. Wait, what is the gummy bunker? Oh, if we want to do that one, we actually have to go into the normal game. So I'm not going to for now. Let's just go for the other power-ups. We'll worry about getting that mission later and just completely destroying this man. That's interesting that we got that mission right away. This is like the worst time to actually get that mission, but I will work on trying to get my refills for now because all we have to do for that is just hit a lot of gummy bears so they refill naturally and also hit the little guys when they show up. They go, yay! Because hey, they always love for us to murder them. That's kind of just their thing. This probably would be an easier mission to go for if we have regular burrito bison though, so I'm not going to be the most worried if we don't get it this time. As long as we make some progress and we make some money, I'm going to be pretty good with it, but there is one of those. Unfortunately, do not have the height for that. We can get our cactus dude though and miss that money. We don't have to talk about that. Give me a good launch for once. A lot of the times it just likes taking you low down, but actually I can't complain about that one because we got right onto this key. So that's a pretty good combo, I'm not gonna lie. And with that, we then get one of these launches, which should give us a lot of refills on our slams. Well, we are almost to the end, which isn't the best if we're trying to refill. So yeah, we'll probably just have to use regular old burrito bison, unless that somehow works. I mean, we're 2 away. Yeah, it's not gonna happen this time, but we were close. We were very close. And we made some more progress on the wall. But yeah, from here, pretty much just some regular playing, focusing on the missions. And this one might be how we make it through to the void. There we go with that chili bomb, which gives us those 2 stars, which are gonna be 2 unlockables. One of them is gonna be the recipe book, and we also find a recipe piece. And now we have rift level 2, which multiplies our candy pieces. So that's gonna be pretty good stuff, but time to explain what recipes do. Basically, you can buy these, and they come important later. We're not gonna focus on buying them for now just yet. But recipe pieces are even more important because they're gonna be able to give us alternate upgrades. Now, I can't really talk about what those alternate upgrades are just yet because we don't have enough money to unlock them. But once we get 3 recipe pieces, that's when I'll explain it. So we're just grinding out until then. One thing that does kind of suck here, though, is that the damage we did to the previous wall doesn't stay for this one, too. So we will have to make our way through this over and over again. But that's just burrito bison, so not too much I can complain about for that. And also right here, I made made it through this regular section again, got all 3 of our missions, which was actually a very good run, along with a pinata. So even though we weren't able to go through the rift, very worth it to do some of these missions, because I mean, look at the amount of candy pieces we're about to get right here, along with being able to actually do the next couple of missions in queue. So sometimes you will have to make choices like that for this speedrun. Just is what it is. And now, yeah, pretty easy stuff. Just use the different power-ups for these next few. I guess part of it is probably you're in the sky longer when you're playing this regularly. So for some of these missions where you need to get a ton of stuff in a single run of these runs, it's much more worth it just to do it in the regular section, especially because missions are so important to do. And you'll see why in just a little bit for this video, but basically it comes down to candy is incredibly good in this game. We just really need to make sure we focus on the missions above all else. By the way, I'm pretty sure I have explained it, but you do get a mission every time you break through one of these doors. So every time we get a new level of the rift, we'll get a new mission. You know, I also haven't mentioned it, but I love in this game all the exaggerated motions that these characters make. Like, they just have so much personality, each and every single one of them, and they're all such a distinct individual. Like, this guy, he just has so much, like, look at him. Look at the different, like, moves he's using. I love it so much. I also love all the different characters equally. Like, I can't really choose a favorite one. They all have fun power-ups, and it's really fun to switch between the 3. All right, so this one is looking to be an absolutely amazing run, so I'm expecting it to maybe, oh, that was a terrible angle. Such a good run, such a good amount of speed, but not the right angle. That's just how sometimes this game goes. Might as well also at this point start buying some new enemies. Like, we can buy the Beaster Bunny. This is a new guy. You'll see he does different stuff. We do have the Takoratsi, so that's going to pause him when we can crit him, so it's going to be very easy. But as you get the better enemies, they both get stronger, and they're also going to give us more money. Well, as long as we upgrade them as well. That's why I waited so long to get them, but I'll show you the different guys as we collect them. So here's what it looks like when you actually have to aim for him. Gotta hit him right there for the crit. Still not the hardest thing in the world, to be completely honest with you. And we also have him dead since we waited so long to unlock him. And this should be the one that takes him out. Let's see how much money he's going to give us. Okay, over $1 million. Definitely worth it at this point to unlock him, even if we do get $1 million just through playing the game pretty quickly at this point too. And next person to unlock is going to be Velena Ice, like Villain Ice. That's pretty funny. But they're going to teleport around still pretty easily to get the crit on him. And we're back to playing. We have not been able to make it through this door at all, which hasn't been the greatest, but I'm sure we're going to be there soon. We're at least carving through it slowly but surely. So it's coming. It's coming. You just got to keep believing in this game, and that is a very good start. Okay, it's not even a start. We're halfway through this map at this point, but you know, it's a very good thing to get around this time because we're almost to our max speed. I could really use some more chili bombs. You know, you really don't appreciate how good those are until you're starting to miss them. And key right into here. Oh my gosh, we're so close. His head is right there. Just like squeeze through it, man. That's all you got to do. We do got some chilies though, so it's okay. We can do it after this one. And here we go. Thank you, game. We didn't even need to use our chili there. Is it still going to get used? I really hope we get to keep it. I'm not exactly sure, but that's going to unlock the question mark shop. But with the question mark shop, you can get upgrades with our recipe pieces, and we'll be getting those as we go through. An interesting thing about the question mark shop, by the way, is some of the things in it are completely useless. Like one of them, I'm pretty sure just changes the colors of the gummy bears, which I mean, is cool aesthetically, but it's not really something you need to go farther. But some of the stuff is going to be really good, and they all vary in price by the amount of recipe pieces you need, and you can only get recipe pieces by making it to the next level of the rift. And each rift gets a little longer and more difficult than the last one. So to 100% the game, we just need to get a ton of these recipe pieces, and that's going to be the main aim for the rest of the speedrun. And that is also going to be where we kill Velena Ice, which, yeah, pretty good amount of death. I mean, it was like 1.5 million. So yeah, you can see these bosses, not the greatest things to upgrade, but they definitely are something to upgrade. They will give us more points over time. And to 100% the game, we will have to get them regardless. So yeah, they're just something. Now, next opponent is going to be Drawbreaker version 3. And for this guy, we just want to aim for after they're done electrocuting, and then they have the perfect time to crit. So that's going to be what we're going for whenever we're trying to take care of them. Oh, and this one should be a really good one. We do a crash right into that, destroy through there. Beautiful hit for another one of these. And now we can finally get our first recipe power up. So we still have to finish a couple of these missions. Oh, actually, we get that one down. That's going to give us another 2 candy. And this one is Punchy as Pilots and also transfer from gummies. Okay, those are interesting. But now what we're going to do is actually use some of our money. The first thing we want is Sweet Time Willy. And what Willy will do is basically every once in a while, we'll see a candy piece somewhere on the map. And then if we hit it, we get a free candy, which is really nice, especially because of how important candy is for this run. Which, by the way, I am realizing I have been saying over and over again that candy is important and not shown why just yet. But don't worry, it's coming up soon. And by the way, we did miss one of those candy pieces, but I'll let you know when we actually hit our first one. And now this should be where we finish off Jawbreaker. Nice and easy punch. This one this time is going to be a little over 2 million. You know, another nice sizable upgrade. But yeah, the mini bosses at the beginning are probably the least important part of this actual game. I just think for the 100% speedrun, might as well show them off a little bit. And that is going to be our first piece of candy that we got right there, by the way, which I just got kind of randomly. But yeah, it's not the most in the world, but those things will add up, so you might as well get it now. Especially because for only 3 recipe pieces, it is the cheapest thing we can get in the shop. It's just worth. By the way, our last boss isn't going to show up until we get stopwatch level 6. So for right now, it's just going to switch between the different bosses. And yeah, we'll just get a little bit of fighting each one of them. Oh, and we just got our first max level thing with luck, which is pretty cool. I just got that right there because we got a discount in one of our pinatas. So yeah, I will take that. I'm not going to complain. I was not expecting it there. I was expecting it to take a little bit longer, but level 9 on that, and we'll appreciate it. But yeah, I really just am in the insane grind right now. I'm just thinking about nothing else besides Burrito Bison. And there is another one of those breakthroughs through the void. I honestly did not think that would happen that time, but I will appreciate the additional missions, especially because we just completed one, and we're getting tons of candies right now. So now we finally unlock time travel, which you get upon getting to level 6 of the rift, but we're not going to use it just yet. Basically, if we do click it, we can use our candies to get a ton of different upgrades, which is one of the reasons why candies are so important. But yeah, we'll use it later. We'll get to it in a bit. And I literally mean like a few seconds for you. For me, it might be another hour. Now we're on level 8 of the rift, which you see is actually the max for you still to get this multiplier. So now at this point, I think it is finally time to go ahead, unwrap these candies, and to do some time travel. So for this, I'll increase my money multiplier and rift multiplier. We'll go in time travel, which does lose us some of our recipes, which isn't the best, but you got to do what you got to do when you want to go fast. And you can see we now go back in time, and it gives us a completely new screen once you make it over here. It says back in time. Okay, I guess it's not completely new, but it's kind of new. And we go in, and we're back to regular Burrito Bison, back when our guy was not the strongest in the world. So yeah, we got to play through this again. But even though he's not the strongest in the world, you'll see once we get to the money part of it, that is is where our real strength is, because we're going to be able to upgrade so much of this incredibly fast, and it's going to be interesting to see how fast we progress through this game. Oh yeah, we also do get to keep the other characters, which is nice. We don't have to unlock them like normal, but I'm pretty sure we should be able to make it through this wall pretty quickly, and we'll see how fast it will take us to get back to level 8 of the Rift multiplier. Since before, it obviously took us 3 hours, since we're at 3 hours right now, how much time will it take to get back there now that we have all these upgrades? And you see, we already got to the wall. I mean, we didn't get too far into it, but with that amount of money, already 60,000, we're going to spend that on a lot of good stuff, starting with a lot of these guys. But other than that, it's pretty much just regular burrito bison, stuff that you've already seen before. So yeah, I'll come back to you once we've gotten a little farther in this game. All right, already through the first wall. I believe this is only our third or fourth launch, so pretty quickly through the first wall, obviously, and hopefully it'll just keep speeding up, especially with that money multiplier, and then the hope is just to get back to the Rift fairly quickly. Oh, by the way, we also have the Cake Explosion power-up we can get, but we're not going to get it just yet. Basically, that will allow you to get through the wall even faster, but we're not going to want to get Cake Explosion until we actually make it over to the Rift, because basically what it does is it allows us to use our slams during the wall to give us an extra explosion, so that's pretty good, but we don't want to accidentally use it and then basically lose all of our slams before we want to lose them. So I will wait to upgrade that, at least for now, and yeah, just play fairly regularly, which that is now going to get us through that door. I guess we've already made it through there once, to be honest. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, you already know the drill. We're just playing. And this time it looks like it only took us around 35 minutes to get to this point, so that's pretty good. Also, the chili bomb just decides to explode us for a second time. That was just rude. But yeah, pretty much same stuff that happens. Now we got the Rift, but obviously just a lot faster this time around, so I'm excited to see how long it will take us to get to level 8 at this point. And right away, literally our very first run of doing the Rift, it looks like we won it. So yeah, these upgrades definitely seem worth it. I am not going to lie. I'm hoping this can speed up. I'm still expecting it to take 10 hours, but you know, maybe it could take a little less. Maybe, right? Oh yeah, by the way, here's where we'll start getting the Cake Explosion, and I can show you what it does after this run. So now that we're over here, we can see as soon as we get far enough, then I can start using these. I used a couple of my slams to just give me extra boosts over, and we didn't really need them that time, but in some situations, that will be so nice just to get you a little bit of extra distance into the wall. And by the way, that was another one that just happened right away. We are cruising through this game right now. So just now, we have unlocked everything that is available in the shop, which is pretty cool, and now we can buff them out. So this will make them extremely powerful, and yeah, it's gonna get even more exciting now. Like, just the amount of stuff that we have at this point. Oh my gosh, it's actually insane, and it's only been an hour since we did the restart, and we're almost also to Rift level 8, so yeah, this is going great. Definitely worth it to time travel just because of all the advantages you get, so even though it does suck to lose all your progress, you get it back so fast that it's just so worth it. Oh, also there's Sticky Hand Bill, which is going to be a new guy we can get, and like usual, I'll show him once we actually get him. But before we can get him, that's actually going to be level 8 on the Rift, so that's doing pretty well. There's a lot of missions we still have to complete. Since we're doing this so fast, it's harder to do the missions on time, but we'll get them eventually. I did just lose all my buffed outs, though. I'm not exactly sure what just happened with that. Okay, game? I really could not tell you what just happened. It gave me a message, which I only kind of read. I mean, I'll be honest, I've never actually played this far in the game. I prepared myself for this speedrun, just getting the basics down, but obviously doing this as a practice run would have kind of destroyed my mental before actually doing it for the video, so we're kind of just in new territory right now. It's mostly just playing well, though. Oh, and there's going to be Sticky Hand Bill, where we want to jump, grab these keys. That's going to be nice and easy, and then our boy just gives us tons of stuff. Thank you so much, Bill. And yeah, that's going to be some money. I appreciate it. So yeah, pretty good guy to get. You know, pretty much every single upgrade is a good guy to get. I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's every time I make it through a Rift, the buffed outness leaves me. I mean, I guess that's fair, but it kind of sucks. Not too much to do about it, though. I mean, it's not really like we need to be too buffed out. We'll just keep playing the game. This is probably also good a time as any to do some of the stopwatch mode. So let's focus on getting a couple of those. So how stopwatch mode works is basically what we're trying to do is get as far as possible within 30 seconds. So we'll just keep going. We're trying to get as many power-ups and just trying to keep as much speed as possible to get fast. And to fully complete stopwatch mode, I believe we need to get to level 6 of it, which is really important. And then we can see that because we did so well, we got some candies, which is nice. So yeah, we can just continue doing this stopwatch mode, doing 30 seconds at a time. It's going to give us a lot of candy, which will be nice next time we need to prestige. And we need to do it anyways because we need to get to, I believe, level 6 of stopwatch mode. So that's going to be the plan. You see, we're making it past the last place we were at, which is pretty good. And then we keep on going until the stopwatch stops us as soon as I got that guy too. That's just sad. But that is going to be another 2 candies. Stopwatch mode level 2 now. I'm actually not sure if we do need to get farther than we did last time. That will be interesting because you do see, oh my gosh, we just died in the ground, but it kept us going. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's happening with that. I guess we still want to beat our mode. Oh, we're racing against the clock. It's really trying to stop us. And okay, that was just weird. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. I guess that's a way to finesse stopwatch mode. I don't know, but it will give us more levels, which is good. Then anytime we get one of the powers and we actually do them right, it will give us extra time on our stopwatch, like an extra 10 seconds for each of them. So that's how we actually keep getting better times with it. Just reached stopwatch level 4, so we got gummy booster, which makes the gummies run faster. So yeah, of course, we're going to take that. Might as well buff it out too. We have the money. And this should definitely be some help to us, just making sure that they can actually match our now insane speed. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about that, but we still got a little bit more of this grinding to do. All right, so this should finally be level 6. There we go. So now we get John Cena, get it? Which is our last one of these boss guys, and he's already max level. And this dude is tiny. I don't even know how to crit him. Did I even hit that guy? I don't think so. How are you supposed to do this one? Just, there we go. Okay, so any hit is a crit. That is interesting. So that's who we get to play with now, which is fun. But that is all we have to do for stopwatch, so we can go back to just grinding out the Rift. I believe what we're trying to get to right now is level 20. And we're at 10 right now, so about 10 more. Which, by the way, during that entire stopwatch section, I got a lot of pinatas. So I have a lot of these chili bombs, and we're going to use those to our advantage and hopefully get to level 20 pretty quickly. Oh, also now I have to remember to actually go for missions again. You don't really have to in stopwatch, or I guess you can't really because you're not alive for that long. So we'll try to focus on those here and there. And very first one looks like it is going to be a success. So yeah, we're just going to continue this on. This feels good. And with that recipe piece, we can also finally get Swapalancha, which is very good. Did not mean to turn that off, but that is awesome because now we can choose which of these guys we want, and we're probably going to keep with Pineapple Spank. Pineapple Spank is just very good because you can auto-aim for people, and I think this is probably going to be our strategy going forward. Though I do like switching around with who I'm choosing, it's just so easy when you're playing this character. Especially with this amount of slams that we have, we don't even have to worry. We can just use a slam, hope that we hit something, and even if we don't, we have plenty more to get, and a lot of the times with all of our upgrades, we're going to get something. We're going to be able to continue on. We can get something like that. I don't even have to worry about playing that well, and yeah, we're just gaming. And this is perfect for being 5 hours in because my brain only kind of works right now, so a character where I don't have to think that hard, that is probably the perfect way to go. And that is already another void level. Yeah, I think we're getting through these next few pretty quickly. It is annoying though having to upgrade these over and over again, but hey, it is what it is. So I actually am thinking right here because it is getting a lot more difficult. What we're gonna do at this point is go and do some time travel. That way we can get some buffed out plus. Then we'll also increase our rift multiplier and a bit more on our money multiplier as well. I mean, we should be able to get back to this point pretty quickly, and the buffed out plus is gonna help a lot. So we are gonna lose 2 of those pages. It's probably for the best right now though. At the very least, this should be pretty quick what we're gonna do to these people. So we'll start out with a regular one. I just want to see how much money we get on this very first one. Our starting multiplier is even crazier, and yeah, this is gonna be fun. But I'll see you when we're back. Oh, I'm also not sure when we got this, but we do have aerodynamics now. I really don't know when that happened, but it's a thing. That will be nice though, because especially for a lot of this, we're gonna be going over max speed, and that'll basically stop us from going too much. So we're now back at this point, and I think best thing to do during these sections is get some pickpocket, get some luck, and then we'll focus on the speed stuff, especially because we're just not always going to be able to beat these guys right away. So pickpocket will be nice, get us some money, and even if we don't use it this time, we'll be able to use it on the next time. So I do like pickpocket, I do like some luck, so we hopefully get some more stuff. And by the way, I am using Burrito Bison right now, trying to get some of these missions I have, which have been very difficult. But yeah, it's just the same old grind, and I am also over 6 hours in. Oh my gosh, almost 6.5. One day I'll be done. One day. So I was trying to go for buffed out ready so we didn't lose any of our upgrades, but it looks like that might be a little too difficult because it's getting harder and harder. So instead, we're going to get a great Gumsby and a step back because the walls in this game are getting absolutely insane, as you see by this clip. But that does mean we have some candies that we can spend as well. Rift multiplier, I feel like for right now, it is fine. So we're just going to worry about getting a bit more buffed up and also a bit more of our money multiplier. So let's go 15, 16, and I think that's pretty good for right now. And time to go back in time yet again. It hurts, but hey, we do have some cool new power-ups that we're going to get to use. Like first, we're now going to be a little bit more zoomed out as we play this game, which is going to be very nice. It's a small change, but you're going to be able to see so much more on the screen, especially once we start getting faster, so I think it is worth it. And then we also have a new guy that we can sometimes get. I'll let you know when we do. But yeah, just time for this regular grind again. We've been here before. I do have to say, though, I do like this being more zoomed out. It is such a nice change to have just a little bit more space to look after looking at this game for the past 8 hours. Actually, I also made the decision to really quickly decrease our rift multiplier and put more into money and buffed out. That way, we'll just be faster on getting there. And even if we can't keep increasing our rift multiplier, we can still keep going through rifts. So yeah, I do think at the end of the day, this will be worth it. But now our goal is to make it to rift 40. And that is one nice starting multiplier we have. I will appreciate it. And it's only going to go even more up as we get things like pickpocket. Oh, and we finally got the great Gumsby. So now we want to find the right hat out of all of these. We're going to go with this one, and it gave us not exactly what we wanted, but it can give you better stuff. That was actually the first time I saw him. I forgot he even existed. I'm not going to lie. Hey, one of these times we'll actually get the right hat, probably. You know, I do realize that I said this before, but just to reiterate, it is so nice to have this extended view. This game becomes so much more playable when you can actually see what's around you and play for it. I did not expect this to be this overpowered, but I am loving it right now. I should have got to this sooner. It's okay, though. I'm still on my grind. That's all that matters. 8 hours and 30 minutes out of my life. It's okay. It's for content. Really what I think it is you can just play more of an informed game. Like, I can see right there, oh, that's where the cash was. I can keep looking around, oh, there's a key right there. Maybe I would have missed it. I saw there was a honey thing. There was also the hand guy. I missed both of those. But if I wasn't in the key thing, I would have been able to figure that out. So that's why I think really it is nice to have this wider view. Oh, also yet again, of course, my chili guy. Why do you have to do this to me, man? But good to know, wider view, probably the next best thing to get after choosing your launchador, because choosing your launchador, it's just so good on its own. But after that, definitely I would recommend going and getting the extended view. It just makes it so good. Oh, and here we have one of these. Can I actually get it correct this time? It was top, and we get a table. So sometimes I assume you can get better things than a table. Like maybe we're gonna be able to get a chili or something out of that. And also I realized on another time that I have it, if you can pay attention, it actually shows you which hat it's going to be and then like mixes them up. The time that worked, I then hit a wall, so I didn't actually get to play. But yeah, pretty interesting thing. I mean, it can give you some money. It can give you a little bit of extra stuff, but not the greatest thing in the world. I'll definitely take it. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, here, now I can see which one it's going to be. I know it's the bottom one because I was actually paying attention, and we get one of those tacos along with some bombs. That was actually super good. So that's how you're supposed to play it. Now we know. If I can keep playing it while I'm dying on the inside for how long I've been playing this game, we'll try our best. We're trying our best. And this right here, I believe is going to be the last time that I have to buy any of these regular upgrades. Okay, we're not just there just yet. We still got this guy, but after that, we're almost there. That's super cool. Basically, because our next recipe power-up is going to make sure that we never lose any of our power-ups after we time travel. Well, at least not counting the buffed up ones, but we will get another power-up for that soon. But for right now, I'm just focusing on getting to 40 recipes, and then we're actually going to be able to do that. And that is going to feel so good to not have to grind through the early game anymore. We truly are making it to the end. It's just taken a very, very long time. Okay, so we are now 10 hours in. That is absolutely insane. My strategy right now is basically buy a lot of these pickpockets. That way we make some money. We get a lot of luck. We get some cake eater, and then we also get some speed. And yeah, that's pretty much what we try to go with. And then we don't have enough money to fully buff out everything we need, so we will have to do this run. That's really where the pickpocket comes in handy, because this run is going to give us a lot of money. We're not going to win on this run, obviously. We just don't have the amount of speed that we're going to need, or pretty much anything that we're going to need, but it's still a pretty good run. So now we went through one run like that. We're going to get a ton of money. Now we can buy some other things we need. We'll get some elastic cables upgrades, some more speedometer. And just with those two things, now you'll see that our start is so much better. We're already up to 500. And then hopefully we just get the power-ups with our luck that we need. And okay, that was pretty terrible. But as long as we keep getting power-ups, we can keep getting more and more speed-ups. So that is pretty much all we're going for the rest of this run. Just keep grinding that out until finally we have 40 recipes and we can get our next time travel. But one thing about long speedruns is a lot of times the speedrunning community decides that if it's a speedrun that's longer than like 10 hours, they allow you to have a break. This is so people don't just die. And as the only person who is probably ever going to do this speedrun, I'm going to allow myself a break for this run. I physically do not feel the best right now, so I'm thinking a nice little sleep will be helpful after this run. And then we'll actually finish it out tomorrow. Hopefully this won't take me a full 24 hours. I was expecting this to take long, but I didn't know how my brain would feel, and it's not doing the best. But before that, I do want to get past this next part. So what I'm going to do is also buy some stuff that will help me break through the wall, get a little bit more speed on these things. That's probably going to be good. We end up spending a lot of money on all this stuff, but it really is all important. You really do need all these upgrades because they just make this game so ridiculously hard as you go faster. I mean, it makes sense. They want you to play this game for as long as possible, so you hopefully watch more ads. But yeah, for speedrunning's sake, this is definitely an idea. Oh, by the way, something that I used to learn this run, by the way, which I should mention, is this guide on Reddit I found, which was made 7 years ago, but all its information is still amazing, and the creator of it still responds to people. So shout out to them. I will leave it in the description. It is very nice if you want to learn how to play this game correctly. And there is going to be our next part of the rift. I will appreciate that. 25 recipes, 15 more to go, but that's something for me of tomorrow to worry about. It's been about 9 hours, and now it is time to get back on the grind. Right away, we get to start out with a couple of power pinatas, which is going to be nice. You know, I'll take them. But all right, level 40, let's do it. Well, at least for me. I'll see you when this is done. So we have finally gotten recipe number 40. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Yeah, another like hour and 40 minutes of playing just to get over here, but this is going to be incredibly nice because now we can get buffed out ready, which means after time traveling, we start with all of our upgrades maxed out. And then along with that, what I'm going to do is unwrap these candies, and I think we get rid of the rift multiplier because we don't really need it. I feel like we have more than enough candy to do what we need, so it's get buffed out to 25, and then let's get our money multiplier to 25.5, and this might be kind of risky because we won't have any rift multiplier, but I think this is the way that we should go about it. I just don't think it's worth it to go for candies anymore, especially because our next upgrade that we need is only 60, so it shouldn't be that bad, especially if we're buffed out. And now it will be fun to see just how, oh my gosh, we are so fast, and everything else is upgraded too. I was kind of not expecting that. So let's see versus this guy. Do we just make it to the end right away? Oh, look how fast we're going, and we just destroyed through that wall. Will it even be a challenge for us? That's my only question. So we got our boy. I probably should have switched characters, but I mean, this one will work too. And we got one of these hats. I've gotten really good at these, just knowing where we need to go. It's going to be that one. We get a couple bombs, then get to slam back towards the ground. It just feels so good to not have to go back to base level over and over again. And now it's also going to be nice not having to worry about doing any of the missions, because those were always something that was at least at the back of your mind, like, oh, I do got to do those. But we can just focus on getting money as fast as possible and getting better as fast as possible. So with this guy, we make it through that wall with ease. I do not think this last wall is going to be a problem at all. Oh, this is such a nice upgrade to finally get. It's been so long since we've been working on it. We're almost 12 hours in this run now, but hey, it is worth it, especially because now this should be the last wall. We should have more than enough speed to make it through that. And this guy probably was not expecting to see me this fast, but it doesn't matter. How you doing, man? So that's going to be number one. Feels good. We get tons of missions. We're not going to do them. We also do have these power pinatas, so might as well use them. Then we can get some chili bombs and hopefully take care of him even quicker. But my next grind is to get buffed out infinity, which is 60 recipe pieces. I upgraded my bodybuilding, so I'm kind of expecting to just defeat this dude with my chili bomb. Oh my gosh, we are going so fast. And yeah, that did way too much damage. I probably didn't even need to upgrade that, but super quick. How many times are we going to see this, man? He keeps thinking he won. It literally took us 2 tries at this point, man. You are not good at your job. And of course, the rift as well is going to be an auto win, so hopefully we're going to get through this next part fast. So we just made it to the first time in this set. See this, man? He keeps... And yeah, that did way too many pieces. I upgraded my bodybuilding, so I'm kind of expecting to just defeat this dude with my chili bomb. Oh my gosh, we are going so fast. And yeah, that did way too much damage. I probably didn't even need to upgrade that, but super quick. How many times are we going to see this, man? He keeps pieces. I upgraded my and yeah, that did and yeah, that did and yeah, that did way too much damage. And yeah, that did way too much damage. I probably didn't even need to upgrade that, but super quick. How many times are we going to see this, man? He keeps thinking he won. It literally took us 2 tries at this point, man. You are not good at your job. And of course, didn't even need to upgrade that, but super quick as well is going to be at this point, man. You are not see this, man. He keeps thinking he won. It literally took us 2 tries at this point. And yeah, and yeah, and yeah, that did way too much damage. I probably didn't even need to upgrade that, but super quick. How many times are we going to see this, man? He keeps thinking he won. It literally took us 2 tries at this point, man. You are not good at your job. And of course, the rift as well is going to be an auto win, so hopefully we're going to get through this next part fast. So we just made it to the first time in this session where we didn't break through the wall our first try. 16 recipe pieces in, so I can't really complain too much. We will have to start paying for this stuff, though. So sad. Finally, we got our 60 recipe pieces, and that means we can get buffed out infinity, which is going to make sure that our buffed out plus upgrades don't get removed after completing a rift. And our next goal will be the camera stabilizer. But I don't know if these assist through time traveling. I'm still going to buy these anyways, just in case. We'll get some pickpocket for money. We'll get some luck. I like elastic cables for a better start and some aerodynamics so we don't lose speed if we go over our maximum. And then I'm thinking we get rid of a little bit of our money multiplier just to make sure we can have enough on our buffed out. And with time travel, we'll see what happens. And yeah, we don't keep our buffed out, which is fine. And time to grind to Rift 75. Finally got recipe piece 75, which means we can get camera stabilizer, which is so nice. And that means we're going to time travel again. I don't know, I guess just money multiplier for those. And because we have camera stabilizer, I can finally actually show you gameplay again. Now for this section, I really like focus on getting more pickpockets just because that's going to give us money faster. So yeah, at the beginning, that's where most of our money is going to go through, especially because for these first few rifts, they're not too hard. We can pretty easily beat them without any help. And right now it's pretty normal gameplay, but it gets insane very quickly. As you'll see, we make it through the wall extremely easily. That's going to be rift number 1. So more money. I'll buy some of that. I might as well get a couple more things we like luck, because what luck does, of course, is give us more special gummies. And those are important for just maintaining our speed because we only have so many slams. So more special gummies means that, hey, I don't have to slam for now to actually keep my speed going. And yeah, we're good to go. Then for this next one, I'm also going to get some elastic cables and some aerodynamics. Elastic cables give you a better launch so you go faster right from the start. And aerodynamics reduce your speed loss when going over maximum speed. And we are going to completely go for an aerodynamics build because with the level of aerodynamics we can get, you can basically make it so that you're always over max speed and you're barely losing any of it. And it gets insane. But yeah, those things will also speed up these next few. And now I also like to get a couple more rocket slams just for safety. Obviously, the more times we could rocket slam, the better, because in these early rifts, it's very easy to just run out of them if you're not careful. And yeah, we don't want that to happen. But let me just mention again how nice it is to not lose your power-ups as we're going through these rifts. It feels so good to just be able to keep building on what we already have instead of just losing it all every time and having to build it back up, especially once you get to the later rifts. Like for this last upgrade where we had to get to rift 75 for 75 recipe pieces, I did not need to do a second run once. It was always the first time which we got it, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen for the rest of this run. No more grinding runs, it's just complete gameplay, and I love this power-up so much. It makes this game so much better. Honestly, I really wish that wasn't an upgrade you had to get and they would just let you keep your buffed out power-ups between rifts. I feel like that would have been a lot more fun, but I'm also saying that as a guy who's played this for 18 hours. So yeah, maybe I'm not the best to judge that. Maybe it's fun when you're just going through it randomly. I just think it's way more fun this way. Now we have pickpocket maxed out, so our next main priority will be aerodynamics while just getting other upgrades as I feel like we need them. Like for this previous run, I ran out of slams, so I decided to get a couple more slams with that upgrade. And yeah, we'll just choose as we need to go, but mainly focus on just getting more aerodynamics because of course that's going to get us the most speed as fast as possible. But like here you can see for this wall, we're still going pretty fast through it, but we are slowing down a bit. So maybe I'll get our other two things we need, which are Cake Eater and Doy Destroyer. We'll also get some more elastic cables for the start before getting aerodynamics. And yeah, just mainly focus on aerodynamics, but anytime we need something else, we can get it as well. By the way, Cake Eater and Doy Destroyer are obviously just the power-ups, which help you at the end when you're trying to get through the final door. So it is nice to max those out as much as possible. Now at this point, I think it's worthwhile to get some elastic cables along with our aerodynamics. And after this launch, you can see we are now going 1,775, even more now after that slam. So yeah, we're definitely increasing our speed a bit. This, by the way, is why I wanted to get camera stabilizer before I showed you gameplay, because if we were going this speed before I got that power up, the whole screen is just constantly shaking. It's really annoying. But yeah, from here, I'm just going to keep on upgrading as I need them, and I'll return once we have our full upgrades done. By the way, you might be wondering how the rift gets harder each time we go through it, and there's a couple things for that. First off, every rift we travel through is going to be longer, and then the cake door is also going to get much harder to get through, as you've seen with how much it stops us if we don't have that Cake Eater power up. So just being able to have these permanent upgrades is so good for the run. It's actually insane. Oh, and one thing I should also mention during this grind is my power actually went out when we were around 17 hours, 30 minutes in. I wasn't able to mention it then because I wanted to wait till we had the camera stabilizer. But yeah, this is technically now 3 videos over 3 days because yeah, unlucky power out. So I guess you're allowed 2 breaks for this run. I mean, it makes sense. It's such a long one. It's not fun though because I really wish I could have finished this run yesterday. Just got it out of my mind. But hey, we only have like 2 hours left, I think, so we should be good. Sub 20 hour might be possible. That's my goal. So finally, after 35 rifts, we have unlocked fully everything that we need to be unlocked. And you can see by this gameplay, this is absolutely insane once you have all this stuff because we are going incredibly fast. We lose pretty much none of our speed. We have unlimited slams. You never have to worry about running out of slams at this point because, yeah, I don't even think we could if we try. If I spam slams, I'm not going to lose that many. It is actually insane. But you might be thinking, doesn't it kind of make sense to get the other upgrades anyways? But no, not really, to be honest. These are all the things we need to go fast, and the other ones are kind of just useless. And that's because most of the other upgrades are really useful when you're playing this game normally, but when you're overpowered like we are, they don't really do anything. Like there's one that makes you keep more speed when you hit any of the cops, and we don't have to worry about that because we're always going to slam on the ground. Similarly, there's some where you keep more speed when you hit the ground. Obviously don't need that. There's things like bodybuilding which make you beat bosses stronger, but that doesn't really affect us because we don't need the coins from them anymore. And for top speed, I actually thought that that might have been useful in my previous run, so I tried upgrading it, but it didn't make us go any faster because aerodynamics is just so good. So yeah, it's kind of funny because literally at this point, we're just going to keep getting more and more money, but just having nothing to spend it on. It's not even worth it to worry about what to spend it on because that's more time loss. I think the nicest thing is just having unlimited slams because especially when we went through the rifts in the past, slams became a real big issue because you didn't want to waste your money on upgrading them over and over again. So you just hope you got lucky with slams, and a lot of times that wouldn't happen. But now we can just play like this. We do not have to worry at all. I also did not realize just how nice the camera stabilizer would be until I got it. It was so annoying going at these speeds and just having your camera go all over the place. But now we can just play the game, and I love it so much. They shouldn't have locked that behind something you have to unlock. It should have just been like an option. I think there are a couple things in this game that are like that, but hey, overall, still a great free game. Also, you can start to see with how long these levels are getting, why it makes sense to time travel pretty often. Because even though you do have to go through the time travel animation and we'll have to work up our stats again, it's going to take a lot less time than grinding out these later levels. The only reason we're still in this one is because we have to get to Rift 50. That way we can get our next upgrade, which is going to be the most expensive expensive one we have left. But for most runs, I'm probably going to stop before 40. So finally, we got 50 recipes, and we can get the gummy bag, which this is really nice because it allows you to go right to the rift right after time traveling. So that's going to save us a little bit of time as long as we can actually play this well. All we got to do is grind out this entire thing. Hopefully we get some good gummies that we can land on, especially because we don't have the same amount of slams we normally do, but seems like we got it pretty well, and that's our first one done. Time to grind up to 25 of them. Decide to make it to rift 31. That way we can buy the Huevos Rancheros Express. We also get Cookinator, who's jealous of our cooking skills, for buying the guacamole and some slightly sweet salsa, which here you go. If you do want any of these recipes, check them out. I mean, it's pretty cool they put this in the game. But now we're going to time travel again, obviously. Oh, here's also our first chef guy, and we're trying to eat his tomatoes. So, or not eat his tomatoes. Okay, I actually wasn't sure what we were trying to do there. Okay, so what we actually want to do here is eat these tomatoes as soon as they get to our mouth, which is very hard to do. But hey, pretty cool guy to add into the game. I'm just not the best at him. Come on, let me get a better one of these. My gosh, this is hard. Okay, wow, that is like a rhythm game, but I got 7 right there, which means we get a money bag. Okay, I actually really like that one. And now with 15 recipes, we unlock the simple sopa, and we get our new launchador, La Bestia, which, by the way, here is this if you want to see that. And now we can really start having fun because we can switch over to our new character, and this character is insane. So they have the powers of all 3 other launchadors at the same time. So obviously we can glide if we want to. We have the slam down, and we also have the thing that regular Burrito Bison has, where if we hit the ground and we don't slam, we still do have invulnerability. So overall, best character by far. Just sucks that they're so expensive to unlock. I definitely feel like this character should have been auto unlocked once you reach like Rift 20 or something, because that would make more sense than having to spend 45, or I think it was like 45 around there, recipes just on this character. I mean, they're very good, obviously, but I mean, not much we can do with them in this late game stuff. Still, we will be using them to finish out this run. Oh my gosh, look at this character with their goggles on. Oh, it's so adorable. I haven't gotten to see all the different animations, and that was amazing. Then there's this one, closing. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, little buddy. I'm so sorry. We crashed. Honestly, it just feels good to be playing a different character for once. it's just nice. Just the small differences. Look at the little hat. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is giving me all the strength I need to finally finish this run, hopefully. And with 6 more recipes, we can get these rainbow gummies, which I'm actually not sure what this does. So we will see. Some things look the same. Maybe we're just going too fast to really notice. It looks like they keep switching colors. Oh yeah, that is definitely what they're doing. So they're being all different colors of the rainbow. I like that. You know, a fun new addition. But definitely one of these that's worth to get is one of your final things, because it doesn't really help you in any way. I gotta admit though, it really is helping with my mental. Just seeing all these guys shine their rainbow colors, even though we only see it for a little bit because we're going so fast. It's just fun. It's just a fun thing. You gotta take the small victories when you're doing a 20-hour speed run. And now when we have 6 more recipes, we'll get Let's See What's on the Other Side before doing our final time travel, which this one is definitely a thing because now we're going backwards and this just feels so wrong. But we're gonna do one run with it because might as well. So yeah, we'll see. Oh my gosh, this feels awful. I do not like this at all, but it is fun. You know, we get to see the glowing rainbow guys a little bit better, but oh, I don't even know what I'm playing. After playing 20 hours of a game one way, you just can't go to the other. It just does not work. Yeah, we did win it, so that's cool, but we're definitely gonna be turning that off. And we only have to get 16 recipes for our final thing we have to unlock until the 100% speedrun is done. We are almost there. Oh my gosh, this has been going on for a while. At least I got my little cute guy. I got my rainbow gummies. You know, everything is working out in this world. At least we can say that. At low speeds, this is also such a fun way to play the game, by the way. Just being able to do the glide into the slam down, get to auto aim, hopefully to something good, but even if you don't get the good thing, you're still having a good time. I love using this character. I really wish we got them earlier, but of course the other things were more valuable, so they had to wait. And now we are officially on our final one of these launches, you know, provided I don't make 20 million mistakes. I don't even know if I could mess this up if I was trying with how much speed we have. We're over 2,000. I mean, we're probably just good. This feels amazing, but kind of bittersweet. I really did enjoy playing this game, and I'm a little sad it's going to be done, but also not really. I am so tired. So that's going to be our final recipe piece, and we have to wait through all this. This stuff, I wonder how many times I've wasted looking at this screen as they give me different missions I don't need. But finally, boom, that is going to be it, and that is going to be time, which is a sub 20 hour. That feels so good. We got every single thing in the question mark shop. Every single upgrade is good to go. And yeah, other than endlessly playing this game, we've 100%ed it. Might as well see what distancing does really quick though. Obviously, this isn't part of the speedrun. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to see distancing game. I don't even know how we got that far, but it just looks like, yeah, there are less gummies, which doesn't really matter for us, but they make us more money. So interesting stuff. We're not going to really look into it much because that is going to be a world record, as I'm the only person who has ever done this run and probably ever will. All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.
I that's the
Today we're 100% speedrunning Jacksmith, so we have to get
Jacksmith. Spice. Spoke. Buddy. Spice. Juice. Gentles. ST. So good. Sorry, dude. That's fine. One God. Stand back. Stand back. Done. Stand it. Shut. Side. SpongeBob. Spy run here, but done. What's the rodeo more power? That's over the wood. About to show more areas.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Yep.
Okay, go. On the Vietnam. That was some Viet Cong because of Thomas the Tank.
Back in my day. You know what? I was eating the Quaker oatmeal. I was eating the Quaker oatmeal.
Try to. Cái gấu miêu. Ở đây cái gấu miêu. Ở đây cái gấu miêu. Ở đây cái gấu miêu. Nó cái gấu miêu.
I was eating the Quaker. Oatmeal. You know what that Quaker oatmeal? You remind me of?
Oh no!
not Vietnam, man.
Davida, Adi Romeo, Quaker, Pinomio, Adi Romeo.
And
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
What?
I'm sorry if you are and or know someone who is a Vietnam veteran who we just offended.
That was some back in the 70s Vietnam, dude. That takes me back. That was some back in the 70s in the 70s in the 70s.
Hay đại. Bên đó là tôi được vâng. Mage ba. Stars. The PC. Chết rồi. Chết rồi. Bài thở hay. Ow. Chết rồi chứ. Chết rồi thì rồi bài. Bài về. Chết rồi chứ. Chết rồi chứ. Chết rồi chứ. Chết rồi chứ. Story. Do. Story. Do. Tao. Chết rồi. Trời. Trời. That's a lazy. Stop. Ở đây cho. Thế rồi. Tôi tôi vẽ rồi. Rồi.